Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Here on 1390 KRRZ. I'm Jared Sleppy, and tonight the Sabre Dogs and the Whiskey Jacks are at it once again. Last time these two teams faced off, it was last Wednesday. Sabre Dogs won 14-1, and the game on Thursday was rained out. And they went to Casper, and things did not go very well for the Sabre Dogs team, as they led off on Friday night with a 6-0 lead going into the 8th inning, and they gave up 7 runs and ended up losing that one. Final score 7-6 to the Casper Horseheads. And on Saturday, they also were within a couple runs for the majority of the game, weren't able to quite get over the hump as they lost 10-6, and then on Sunday they lost 7-5 after making a late surge towards the end of the game, trying to come back themselves, but were unable to conquer the Horseheads. Sabre Dogs are now 13-14 on this season. still in second place, but just a half game up on the Hub City Hotshots. They'll get them next after this series. As for the Wheat City Whiskey Jacks, they are 6-20 and 13.5 games back. Let's take a look at the overall standings now as the Badlands Big Sticks continue to roll and dominate the Lewis division, as they are now 21-8 and 7 games up on the Sabre Dogs. Third place is the Hub City Hotshots. They are 11-13, 7.5 games back. Here Trappers are 9 games back at 11-16, and the Whiskey Jacks are on a 3-game losing streak at 6-20. As for the Clark division, the West Nebraska Pioneers are 19-16 in first place, a game and a half up on the Spearfish Sasquatch, who are 18-8. Casper Horseheads are 13-14 after sweeping the Sabre Dogs. They now have won 4 games in a row. That includes a win against Badlands. How about the Hastings Sawbusters? They played well as of late. They are now just 5 games below 500, 9 games back out of first place, 11-16. And Fremont, 8-16, 10.5 games back. So the Wheat City Whiskey Jacks have lost 13 of their last 18 games, 13 of their last 14 games. And their only win in that stretch was, unfortunately, against Sabre Dogs, and that was on Tuesday. Sabre Dogs lost that one 5-2. And here this evening, Sabre Dogs are trying to get some games back against the worst team in the league as of right now. Sabre Dogs are 5-2 against the Whiskey Jacks, and they are 1-1 against them here at Corbett Field, and 4-1 at the Andrews Field in Brandon, Manitoba. Sabre Dogs are 11-10 against Lewis Division opponents and 2-4 against Clark Division opponents. They are 10-11 in the month of June and 6-7 here at home, 7-7 on the road, 3-3 in the month of May. Sabre Dogs want to get some hit. They want to get some hits going. They gotta get some production out of Chauncey Callier, which sounds crazy because he's been one of the most consistent players in the entire league, but he has been on a little bit of a slump as of late. Hopefully he can break out of that and help the Sabre Dogs win here this evening. It's been Bo McClintock who's been just about the best hitter on this team as of the past 5 games or so, coming off a 3-for-4 outing against the Whiskey Jacks against the Horseheads a couple days ago. They had yesterday off. They had a 10-hour bus ride that went from 9 p.m. to 7 a.m. that they got back yesterday morning. And they had to go to a few appearances here in town, and they are now hopefully all rested up and ready to go for this one. Sabre Dogs and Whiskey Jacks coming up next. We'll take a commercial break. We will be right back here on 1390 KRRZ.
Trinity Health is a nonprofit healthcare system serving northwest and central North Dakota and eastern Montana. With a care hospital in Minot, more than 40 specialties, several rural health clinics, and a long-term facility, Trinity provides a full complement of healthcare services to the region. Since 1922, they have been committed to looking ahead and improving in ways that provide the best, most compassionate care for their patients, families, and communities. Trinity Health, where their mission is, being committed to preserving and improving the quality of health to the people they serve. Know what's below. Call before you dig. Whether you call 811 or use ITIC to file your locate requests, North Dakota One Call makes sure you're able to navigate the One Call process as easy as possible. Whether you're a professional contractor working on a project or a novice homeowner just installing a fence, contact us every time you dig to ensure no underground lines are damaged. It's easy, and it's the law. Dig safe. Planet Pizza has become Minot's premier party location. Whether it's a birthday, team, family, school, or church get-together, they have everything to make your event out of this world. From arcade games to bouncy houses, they provide fun for all ages. Planet Pizza has been Minot's best pizza place for over 20 years. Don't let the fun fool you. Their pizza is fresh and delicious every time. To book a party or to order, call 701-852-1700. The Sleep in Minot is the #1 favorite place to stay when visiting. The Wi-Fi is always free and the breakfast is always hot and delicious. It's also the most convenient hotel for the kids when they want to hang out at the Dakota Splashdown Water Park. For the grown-ups, the hotel is attached to the Dakota Square Mall so you can shop till you drop. Then in the evening, be sure and stop in at the best-kept secret lounge for a drink. The Sleep in Minot is a proud sponsor of the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, the largest sleep in North America, where everyone dreams better.
We are back just a few minutes away from first pitch. Take a look at some of the scores going on right now in the Expedition League. It is the Spearfish Sasquatch and the Pier Trappers that are all squared at 3 runs apiece in the top of the 6th. They were the only 2 teams to be playing yesterday, in which the Sasquatch won 9-5. Sabre Dogs and the Hot Shots is going to be a crucial series coming up after this one for the Sabre Dogs, as the Hot Shots are creeping up on them in the standings. They all of a sudden gotten pretty hot. They were really cold. They only won 2 of their last 10 games as of about a week ago, and all of a sudden they won 3 straight, and boom, they're right back in it. The Sabre Dogs were unable to capitalize on a 3-game losing streak from the Badlands Big Sticks. So here they are. Take a look at some of the Sabre Dogs and Whiskey Jacks categories that are worth note. Take a look at the hitting categories. The Sabre Dogs are 7th in batting average at .246, and that's for the Whiskey Jacks. They are batting just .215, which is dead last. Whiskey Jacks are last in strikeouts with 251. Sabre Dogs have 71 steals, which is second in the league, compared to the Spearfish Sasquatch's 88 stolen bases. The Whiskey Jacks are dead last in the following categories: runs, RBI, on-base percentage, and slugging percentage. And they are second to last in hits, doubles, and home runs. As for the Sabre Dogs, they are 4th in the league in doubles and second to last in walks, which is not necessarily a bad thing. As for the pitching, the Sabre Dogs are 6th in the league in ERA at .527. As for the Whiskey Jacks, they are 7th at .562. Opponent batting average definitely in the Sabre Dogs' favor, as they are 2nd in the league in opponent batting average with .243, and as for the Whiskey Jacks, .299 on the year. Also, the whip for the Whiskey Jacks not very pretty either. They are 9th at .173, and as for the Sabre Dogs, they are 2nd in the league in whip at .143. Sabre Dogs are 2nd in the league in saves with 6, and the Whiskey Jacks are 8th in the league in strikeouts with 184. This Whiskey Jacks team, not a whole lot going for them right now. However, they do have 2 wins on the Sabre Dogs, including one that was the only win in the last 14 games. Sabre Dogs will hope to turn that around here this evening and try to get some games back, get another sweep against the Whiskey Jacks, and get right back in the thick of things. Sabre Dogs have not been more than 2 games over 500. They had an opportunity to turn that around this past weekend against the Horseheads. They had that 6-0 lead when they were up to, when they had 2 games over 500, but they were unable to finish that game and ended up losing all 3 games to the Casper Horseheads. Really a shame that they were unable to finish some of those games out, because in their offense was not that great either against Casper. Horseheads have the worst ERA in the league at .757. So they were unable to take advantage of that. Hopefully things will start turning around for the Sabre Dogs offense. They had a span of a few games where they were hitting really well, and then all of a sudden they kind of just turned things for the worst. And as of right now, the Sabre Dogs are trying to climb back up the ladder, even though they are in 2nd place. It's just really, it's all about the big sticks in this division as of right now. It is really theirs to lose, and they're playing for home field advantage in the first round of or throughout the playoffs rather, as automatically, if you win the first half, then you automatically get home field advantage for the first round of the playoffs. And that's coming up real soon. Just a few games left in the first half. 7 games to be exact. So the magic number for the Big Sticks is vastly approaching. West Nebraska also trying to hold off the Spearfish Sasquatch. As of right now, it's looking like it's more of like a 3-man race in this league. Well, I mean, you do only have 3 teams that are over 500. The Sabre Dogs, I would argue, are the best team that is below 500, despite getting swept by the Horseheads. That was more of a fluke series for the Sabre Dogs in terms of their pitching, at least, their relief pitching, which had a couple of rough spots from people who are normally very consistent. As for their starting pitching, it has gotten a lot better, and as a result, their ERA has dropped quite a bit in their past few games. It was above 6 for about the first 20 games or so. Now it is at 5.27. Still not very good, but getting better. And overall, I mean, the ERA in the league is not very good as a whole. When you take a look at who's in first place and then separate them from everyone else, you have the Pioneers, who have the only ERA below 4, and it's actually below 3 right now. The Pioneers have an ERA of 2.96 and a opponent batting average of 2.02. Sabre Dogs have played Pioneers for 8 straight games. They play 4 games before the All-Star break and 4 games afterwards. The 4 before are at home and the 4 after are on the road. And in second place is Spearfish. They pitched 474. So a couple good outings, and Sabre Dogs could jump all the way up to second in the league in ERA. Sabre Dogs are battling right now in the Lewis division, trying to stay at that second place, which as of right now is not looking too good, as they are just a half game up on the Hot Shots. So we're going to go ahead and take another break, and we will come back with Sabre Dogs baseball right here on 1390 KRRZ.
Inside of your mouth ache? Not brushing as often as you should? Then come on over to Kemet Dental. Kemet Dental prides on their team of highly educated dental professionals and advanced technology. Whether it's advanced dental procedures such as implants, same-day crowns, and sleep apnea, there's no problem they can't fix. Visit their state-of-the-art facility or visit kemetdental.com to learn more. Kemet Dental. We treat more than teeth, we treat people. Don't let bad weather surprise you. Stay informed with KMOT. KMOT is Minot's local NBC affiliate that keeps you in the know for all things weather-related. KMOT also makes sure that you know everything important happening in the Minot community. Want to see the latest Twins highlights? Check out KMOT's professional sports coverage, as well as their local and collegiate sports. KMOT, your news leader.
First pitch coming up in a few minutes, including the lineups. But first, we have the national anthem, Sabre Dogs and the Whiskey Jacks coming up a little after 7:05 here from Corbett Field. So we will now go ahead and take a quick break as we have the singing of "O Canada" and the national anthem.
Performing the anthems tonight is Mike Milkey. Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all thy sons command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
First Pitch coming up in just a few minutes. Here are tonight's starting lineups. Leading off with the Wheat City Whiskey Jacks. Batting first and playing right field is Miles Harris. Batting second and playing second is Jaden Kay. Hitting third and DHing is Lucas Allen. Batting fourth and playing third is Keegan Schultz. Batting fifth and playing first is Thomas Alexander. Batting sixth and catching is Blake Fitzgerald. Batting seventh and playing left field is Dawson Forchella. Batting eighth and playing center is Hazen Robinson. And batting ninth and playing short is Robbie Merced with Hunter Omlid on the mound. As for the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, leading off and playing center is Luke Quick. Batting second and playing short is Mason Dennison. Batting third and playing left is Cruz Taylor. Batting fourth and DHing is Chauncey Callier. Batting fifth and playing first is Bo McClintock. Batting sixth and playing third is Nick Mastoni. Batting seventh and playing second is Tyler Courtney. Batting eighth and catching is Justin Henley. And batting ninth and playing right field is Wilson Rubion, with Marcelo Terrazas on the mound. And as for the opposing pitcher, Hunter Omlid, we've seen him before. It was a week ago from yesterday, in which the Sabre Dogs faced off against Hunter. That was on Tuesday in Brandon, Manitoba. He went 7 innings, gave up no earned runs, with 3 hits, 0 walks, and 6 strikeouts with 2 runs. This is his 4th appearance this season. As for Marcelo Terrazas for the Sabre Dogs, this is his 3rd outing. His first start was a week ago from today, in which he went 8 innings, gave up 2 earned runs, 6 strikeouts, no walks, and 3 hits. He had a relief outing a couple days ago against Casper on Saturday, in which he went 1 inning with no strikeouts, no walks, and 1 hit, and no earned runs. So tonight's umpires are Connor Lloyd and Eric Swift for this 3-game series. As Justin Henley will be catching for the Sabre Dogs as he caught Terrazas his first outing. We'll see if he can keep up the magic. Pitcher from Lyon College. Absolutely tore it up this past season. Had 101 total innings, in which his first game versus Oklahoma Wesleyan, he went 10 innings deep. We hope to get a decent-sized outing from him today. Probably not quite 10 innings, but we'll see how deep he goes. Again, he pitched 8 innings in his first outing as a Sabre Dog a week ago from today. First pitch is in there, strike 1, and we are underway. Game 1 of this 3-game series. This is the 8th game that these two teams have played against each other. Sabre Dogs are 5-2 against the Whiskey Jacks this season. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And that one in there for strike 2. So good start for Terrazas. Righty working from the windup in the pitch. That one misses upstairs for ball 1. Trying to see if he could get him to chase. Doesn't buy at the bait. Sabre Dogs definitely a chance to get some momentum going here, starting with this series. A sweep is definitely not out of the question. Mentioned that they have lost 13 out of the last 16 games, as that one a swing and a miss. Strike 3 for Terrazas. He strikes out Miles Harris. And that will bring up Jaden Kay, second baseman for the Whiskey Jacks.
Next batter, second baseman, number 13, Jaden Kay.
17 games Terrazas went at Lyon College this past year. When asked about Terrazas' usage this season here with the Sabre Dogs, is that one in there for strike 1? Coach Thompson said he can do whatever he wants with how good he pitches. Here's the 0-1. That one misses. Even the count at 1-1. One out here. The top of the first, Sabre Dogs and Whiskey Jacks from beautiful historic Corbett Field. Wind blowing from right field across the outfield. That one hit towards left field. It is in foul territory, and it is caught by the left fielder, Cruz Taylor. Route number 1. Here's the fielding order for the Sabre Dogs, going from left to right in the infield. Nick Mastoni, Mason Dennison, Tyler Courtney, and Bo McClintock on the mound is Terrazas. And behind the plate is Justin Henley. And from left to right in the outfield is Cruz Taylor, Luke Quick, and Wilson Rubion. Now hitting is Lucas Allen. Is that one swing and a miss, strike one. Allen DHing for the Whiskey Jacks tonight. Oh, 1 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike two. So you can finish him off right here. 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball, swing and a miss, got him, strike three. So 2 strikeouts for Marcelo Terrazas, and that will end the top of the first inning. We are scoreless, and we will head to the bottom of the first coming up after these messages.
Planet Pizza has become Minot's premier party location. Whether it's a birthday, team, family, school, or church get-together, they have everything to make your event out of this world. From arcade games to bouncy houses, they provide fun for all ages. Planet Pizza has been Minot's best pizza place for over 20 years. Don't let the fun fool you. Their pizza is fresh and delicious every time. To book a party or to order, call 701-852-1700. The Sleep in Minot is the #1 favorite place to stay when visiting. The Wi-Fi is always free and the breakfast is always hot and delicious. It's also the most convenient hotel for the kids when they want to hang out at the Dakota Splashdown Water Park. For the grown-ups, the hotel is attached to the Dakota Square Mall so you can shop till you drop. Then in the evening, be sure and stop in at the best-kept secret lounge for a drink. The Sleep in Minot is a proud sponsor of the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, the largest sleep in North America, where everyone dreams better.
Scoreless after the top of the first. Hunter Omlid stepping on the mound for the Whiskey Jacks. So far on this season, Hunter is 0-1 with an ERA of 0.98. He's allowed just 2 earned runs this season in 3 starts. 18 in the third innings pitched, 17 strikeouts, 4 walks, and 13 hits allowed. The best starter for this Whiskey Jacks team on a pitching staff that has a collective ERA of 5.62. See if he can't give the Whiskey Jacks their first win at Corbett Field since May 27th. Excuse me, May 25th, rather. So Luke Quick is going to lead us off. He has been a little bit cold as of late. See if he can't turn that around here this evening. Started out with 3 hits in his first 2 games. Has 1 hit since then. He has now played 7 games for the Sabre Dogs. Batting average of 174 is that pitch in there, strike 1. Luke Quick going to go to the University of Oklahoma, be it sooner next year. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one hit towards center field, slicing, and that will drop for a base hit. Round first, heading for second. It's in the gap. The throw to second is not in time. I think Luke heard me as he leads off with a double on the second pitch. I should just say that everyone's struggling. Hopefully everyone can get some hits going. So that will bring up Mason Dennison, who went just 1 for 11 against the Horseheads. The lone hit was in the 8th inning on Sunday. Sabre Dogs tried to rally against the Horseheads late in the game. Fell just short. Final score 7-5 as that one was in the dirt. Misses for ball 1. Sabre Dogs bench is absolutely packed. They have 32 players they got to cram in there. That one's fouled out of play. Give the count at 1-1. Actually, technically 33 with Heath Backus not on the active roster. Still dealing with some arm tightness. looks like we will not see him this series. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball hit at the shortstop. Robbie Merced throw to first in time for out number 1 as Quick retreats back to first. He's rather to second. That will bring up Cruz Taylor, the left fielder for the Sabre Dogs. 1 for 8 against the Horseheads with a double, a run, and an RBI. Batting average has dipped below 300. It's at 292 now. It's been above 300 for the majority of the season. However, he continues to produce in big-time situations. He has the team's second best 21 RBIs on what steps off the mound. Has an RBI opportunity right here with Luke Quick on second base, and a single will most likely do enough because Quick is a speedster. He is his last name. First pitch to Cruz, outside, ball 1. Taylor batting .292 on the year. Almost looks back to second. Merced kind of leaning towards second base as we hit up the middle. Merced comes up with the play, throw to first in time. And Luke Quick will advance to third with 2 outs. Now bring up Chauncey Collier. Went just 2 for 13 against the Horseheads. Did have a solo home run though. And despite his little cold streak, he's still batting .369. Still considered one of the best hitters in the league. A lot would have to happen for him not to be considered one of the best hitters in the league. This one's a breaking ball, hit into foul territory down the first base side, and that will get out of here, foul. Chauncey, one of the most clutch hitters in the entire league with 23 RBI, 38 hits in 103 tries. Again, a batting average of .369. He also is first in the league with 16 stolen bases. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball, that one is hit into left field, base hit. Past the diving Robbie Merced, and the Sabre Dogs are on the board first. RBI single by Chauncey Collier. And Chauncey does it again. Sabre Dogs lead 1-0, and it will now be Bo McClintock coming up.
That brings up the first baseman, number 32, Bo McClintock.
McClintock went 0 for 3 in his first game against the Horseheads, but then went 3 for 4 the next game. So a quick throw back to first, check up on Collier. McClintock now leads the team in batting average. He's hitting .406 in his 9 games. That one in there, strike 1. Big fella going to Point College next year. See if Chauncey steals. 2 outs, might be a little bit cautious. Yep, he heads for second, breaking ball, misses inside, throw down to second. Not in time, and throw into center field, but he will stay at second. So another bag snag by Chauncey Collier. So 1-1 count coming up for McClintock. Runner now in scoring position. McClintock had 3 RBI against Casper this past weekend. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That one in there, strike 2 on the outside edge. McClintock with 13 hits and 32 tries, already 3rd on the team in RBI with 13. He's only played 9 games. Having an unbelievable season so far. Here's a 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball, foul back into the Whiskey Jacks dugout. It will stay 1-2. Sabre Dogs on the board first. They lead 1-0 thanks to an RBI single by Chauncey Collier, bringing home Luke Quick. He led off the game with a double. Here's a 1-2. Runner goes. That one misses outside, and Chauncey kind of let up a little bit. And he almost got thrown out as the throw down to third was not in time, and Schultz was not even over there. So he steals second and third, and Brock Bockham talking to him over there. Bockham, the third base coach. First base coach is Ben Bennett. Pitching coach Justin Levaney, and head coach is Corey Thompson. Corey Thompson gives Bockham a signal to tell Johnson Callier it's a 2-pitch. That's a swing and a miss, strike 3. So McClintock down on strikes. Sabre Dogs leave one stranded, but they end up getting a run. Sabre Dogs lead it 1-0. We'll be right back with Sabre Dogs baseball, 1390 KRRZ.
Z94 is Minot's only station for today's hit music. The Z94 audience is an active one, targeting your 18 to 42-year-olds. The Z94 listener is a need-to-know listener. They do product research. From product and customer satisfaction reviews, our Z94 audience has their smart devices at their fingertips. That's why you need to be with Z94, because we're in front of our listeners and your customers with our in-demand services like streaming, podcasts, social media. And since we brand to our specific audience, we know how to market your business. Z94, Minot's only station for today's hit music.
You had a long day? An alcoholic beverage sound good right about now? Souris River Brewing Company has you covered. They use the most locally sourced and freshest ingredients available to create quality beers and food. Souris River Brewing Company sources food and grains from their neighbors to maintain our local economy and to serve you. Be sure to stop by Souris River Brewing Company, a true North Dakota experience.
Sabre Dogs lead it 1-0. RBI single by Chauncey Callier. As for the Whiskey Jacks, they will bring up the heart of their order: Keegan Schultz, Thomas Alexander, and Blake Fitzgerald. Marcelo Terrazas, 1-2-3 in the first inning as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Took just 10 pitches for Marcelo in the first inning. Breaking ball in there to even the count at 1-1. Sabre Dogs are looking good so far here this evening. Terrazas working from the windup. Delivers the 1-2, and that one's a breaking ball. Misses outside, make it 2-1. Here's a 2-1. That one in there, even count at 2-2. So Terrazas didn't have more than 4 pitches to a single hitter in the first inning. He's got 4 here to Keegan Schultz, the cleanup hitter for the Whiskey Jacks. Here's a 2-2 pitch. That one just misses. Count full.
He's on 2 strikes. Our king out of the night. Let's make some noise.
Here we go. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. So that is 3 strikeouts already for Terrazas. So everyone in here has just won a 24-ounce drink courtesy of Dakota Square Tesoro. Because of Keegan Schultz striking out there. He's the K-man of the night. And if he strikes out again, the fans get upgraded to 32 ounces. First pitch hit high in the air to Thomas Alexander in foul territory, racing over his McClintock. And doesn't Henley, that will be almost caught by Brock Bockham. He falls to his seat of his pants and looks like he's okay, giving a fist bump to Alex Hay over there on the sideline. So we strike 1 to Thomas Alexander, the first baseman for the Whiskey Jacks. Alexander 0 for 3 against the Sabre Dogs so far this season. And on the year, 14 for 67, batting .209 with 1 RBI and 23 strikeouts. Mentioned that the Whiskey Jacks have the most strikeouts in the league with 251, as that's a breaking ball that misses upstairs. Even the count at 1-1. So a great outing so far for Marcelo Terrazas. 3 strikeouts out of 4 batters faced. Fastball hit well towards left field. It is hooking foul. over there is Cruz Taylor, and he will be unable to make the play. The count will now be 1-2. A couple days ago, it was a very interesting day in the Brewers and Reds game because it was Anthony DeScofani pitching for the Reds. In his first 6 batters he faced, he struck out actually it was his first 8 batters that he faced. He struck out all of them as that one misses up and in to hit the batter, Thomas Alexander. So a hit by pitch will give the Whiskey Jacks their first base runner. I'll say that again. It wasn't his first 8 batters, but his first 8 outs of the game were all strikeouts. His first 6 batters he faced were all strikeouts. And then the opposing pitcher for the Brewers did something very similar to that. I believe 7 of his first 8 batters were all strikeouts. Just an unbelievable pitching duel, and eventually the Brewers ended up breaking out in the 3rd inning. First pitch is in there, strike 1 to Blake Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald 0 for 5 on the season, just his 3rd game he has started. This is outside. In the count 1-1. One thing that Terrazas does not do very often is get way behind the count. You hardly see him go behind 3-0. They're back over to first. In comparison to the Sabre Dogs, Whiskey Jacks not liking to run too much. You have 2 players with more than 5 steals. Alexander, who's on first, has 10, leads the team, and Jace Bailey has 9. That one is hit. Double play ball to the first baseman McClintock, but instead McClintock will just run over first and touch first base by himself. Smart play there. Would have struggled to get the runner out at first. That'll bring up Dawson Forcella, left fielder for the Whiskey Jacks. Forcella 3 for 15 against the Sabre Dogs with 7 strikeouts in 4 games that he's played. As for the season, batting 10 for 49, batting average of 204. Have just 5 hitters batting over 250 for the Whiskey Jacks. Breaking ball hit into center field, and that will be caught by Quick for out number 3. Now in the inning. So the Whiskey Jacks strand 1 runner and get no runs. Sabre Dogs lead it 1-0 going into the bottom of the 2nd. We'll be right back after these messages here at 1390 KRRZ.
Attention Sabre Dogs fans, July 15th is the 2019 Expedition League Home Run Derby, brought to you by Visit Minot. Watch the best sluggers in the league duke it out for first place. Want to know where the best eateries are in town? Visit Minot.org. Want to find where the best hotels are? Visit Minot.org. Trying to find the perfect place to shop and see the latest events in Minot? You know the drill. Visit Minot.org. Visit Minot is a proud supporter of the Sabre Dogs and a sponsor of the 2019 Expedition League Home Run Derby. Check out visitminot.org today.
iHeartRadio.
910 AM KCJB is Minot's heritage AM full-service information station, supported by the classic country favorites. KCJB listeners are ranchers and farmers and business owners. From egg reports and markets to compelling information, we are 910 AM KCJB, home of the Minnesota Twins, Minot State, and Minot High Sports. We are 910 AM KCJB, Minot's news and information station.
1-0 lead for the Sabre Dogs. An RBI single by Chauncey Collier in the first inning, with Luke Wick coming home and scoring. He led the game off with a leadoff double. Here in the second inning, it will be Nick Mastoni, Tyler Courtney, and Justin Henley leading us off. Mastoni is starting to come around for the Sabre Dogs a bit. He now has 3 hits and 11 at-bats for a batting average of .273 on the year. It's just his 4th start and his 6th game he has played it. From St. Mary's, California College. See if you can spark up the Sabre Dogs here in the bottom of the second. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the scores around the league. The Expedition League, that is. Take a look at some of the scores around the majors throughout the contest as well. The Beer Trappers actually beat the Spearfish Sasquatch 5-3 in the 7-inning game. And the second doubleheader will start shortly there. Hub City leads 1-0 over the Fremont Moo in the bottom of the fourth. In this game, again, 1-0. Sabre Dogs lead over the Whiskey Jacks, Hastings Sodbusters, and Western Nebraska Pioneers, as well as the Casper Horseheads and Badlands Big Sticks about to get set here in about a few minutes. So we'll see how the Sabre Dogs do in this 5-game homestand, which is separated by an off day. They have a 3-game stand against the Whiskey Jacks, and then 2 more games against the Hub City Hotshots. And then guess what? 5 more consecutive games against the Whiskey Jacks. 2 on the road, and then 3 at home. All in a row. Then after that, they don't have an off day until the 17th of July, which is the final day of the All-Star break. FanFest is on July 15th. The Home Run Derby going on. We have the All-Star Game on July 16th, the main event. Home Run Derby brought to you by Visit Minot, and the All-Star Game by Farmers Union Insurance. Got a long break here in between innings. We have Beardapalooza going on here at the ballpark, sponsored by Sports Clips. Very grateful to have Sports Clips as a sponsor here this evening. Once again, it's Nick Mastoni, Tyler Courtney, and Justin Henley leading off for the Sabre Dogs this inning. Surf Valley had 1 hit, 1 run, and 1 left on base in the first inning. First pitch from Hunter Omlid here in the second. That one misses low and in for ball 1. Producer Scott Kopaz on the PA announcer this evening, so we have the 1 wide shot for the game. Is that one hit towards right center field? And going over to make the play is Hazen Robinson for out number 1. Status on the road games. We were supposed to broadcast road games this season, but unfortunately, due to some technological reasons, we are unable to do that this year. So what we are doing is we will go out and broadcast the games. Rather record the games, and we'll post them live, or not live, but post them on YouTube after the game has ended. It's the first pitch. This is for ball 1 to Tyler Courtney. Courtney having himself a nice past few games. He now has 9 hits out of 44 tries. This one a grounder to Merced. Throw over to first, and that will just get there, as Courtney, if he would have booked it, might have gotten there in time, but regardless, the out number 2. Now bring up Justin Henley. Henley batting 8th for the Sabre Dogs, batting 100 on the year, 5 hits and 50 tries. See if Henley can get us going here in the bottom of the second. Sabre Dogs lead 1-0. There's a windup in the pitch. This is outside for ball 1. Fastball. Trying to attack Henley early, doesn't bite. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That one fouled back into the screen for strike 1 to even the count. Every single game in this season is absolutely crucial, I mean, as cliche as that sounds, and especially in the case for the Sabre Dogs when they're fighting for the second place spot in the playoffs in the Lewis Division. 1-1 pitch. Misses outside, 2-1 now the count. Hot Shots are just a half game back of the Sabre Dogs. They're 13-14. Hot Shots are 11-13. 2-1 pitch. That one grounded at the second baseman, Jaden Kay, throw to first in time for out number 3. So that'll end the inning. We will head to the top of the third. Sabre Dogs lead it 2-0. Be right back after these messages.
As it's time for the Steven and Sweets.
Trinity Health is a nonprofit healthcare system serving northwest and central North Dakota and eastern Montana. With a care hospital in Minot, more than 40 specialties, several rural health clinics, and a long-term facility, Trinity provides a full complement of healthcare services to the region. Since 1922, they have been committed to looking ahead and improving in ways that provide the best, most compassionate care for their patients, families, and communities. Trinity Health, where their mission is, being committed to preserving and improving the quality of health to the people they serve. Know what's below. Call before you dig. Whether you call 811 or use ITIC to file your locate requests, North Dakota One Call makes sure you're able to navigate the One Call process as easy as possible. Whether you're a professional contractor working on a project or a novice homeowner just installing a fence, contact us every time you dig to ensure no underground lines are damaged. It's easy, and it's the law. Dig safe.
Sabre Dogs lead it 1-0 over the Whiskey Jacks. Head to the top of the third. We will have the 8-9-1 hitters coming up for Butte City. Hazen Robinson, Robbie Merced, and then Miles Harris. Marcel Terrazas has allowed no hits, no earned runs, no walks to start off the game. Just one hit by pitch. And that's it. Only 22 pitches in his first 2 innings. And the first 12 in the second. Terrazas warming up and getting ready to go for this third inning. Sabre Dogs to win game 1 here on a beautiful Tuesday evening in North Dakota. So let's take a look at the standings. Start with the Clark Division West. Nebraska leads a 1.5 over the Spearfish Sasquatch. Castle Horseheads are in third, 7 games back. Sawbusters are 9 games back, 11-16. Fremont is 10.5 games back at 8-16 and in last place. Moose Division, Big Sticks lead, 21-8 record. Sabre Dogs, 7 games back at them, 13-14. Hot Shots a half game back at them at 11-13. Free Trappers have a game, a game and a half back at them. At 9 games back in the first pitch, grazes Hazen Robinson's arm. He will be green at first base. And then in last are the Butte City Whiskey Jacks at 6-20, 13.5 games back. They've lost 3 straight since beating the Sabre Dogs on Tuesday. And then prior to that, they had lost 10 in a row. So the first pitch hits Hazen Robinson, and that will bring up Robbie Merced. First pitch, breaking ball in there, strike 1. Nice pitch by Marcelo. Merced batting 181 on the year, 15 hits out of 83 tries with 20 Ks. Throw back over to first. Not quite in time. 10 runs, as well as 3 RBI and 4 stolen bases from Merced. Merced got off to a good start this season, but has definitely cooled off. Because after the first series against the Sabre Dogs, he was batting over 300. 0-1 pitch. That one misses to even the count up at 1-1. Terrazas working from the stretch for the second time today. Marcelo sets. And delivers. That one is hit past the diving Bo McClintock under his glove. That'll be a single, and Merced's going to head for third, and he will be in there safely. So there's a Robinson getting into third base. Merced getting the single into right field. Runners on the corners with no outs in the top of the third, and the Whiskey Jacks are on a roll here.
Number 6, Miles Harris.
Now bring up Miles Harris, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Harris batting 188 on the year with 27 strikeouts, third most on the team. First pitch, that one's fouled for strike one. Merced thought about going there. He holds up. So of the players with the most strikeouts in the top 7, the Whiskey Jacks have 3 of those players. That pitch misses to even the count at 1-1. Jace Bailey has the second most in the league with 31. Keegan Schultz has the 6th most at 28. And Miles Harris, the batter, has the 7th most at 27. As that pitch misses, making it 2-1. So 2-1 count for leadoff hitter Miles Harris. Runners on the corner. Sabre Dogs lead at 1-0. That pitch inside, making it 3-1. First time, rather the second time tonight that Marcelo has 3 walks to a hitter. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. And there's strike 2 on the outside edge. Now make the count even. See, Marcelo can avoid getting the bases loaded here. 3-2 pitch. That one misses up and away, ball 4. Now bases loaded to Jaden Kay, who was 0 for 1 with a flyout today. Jaden Kay hitting pretty well against the Sabre Dogs, batting .263 with 5 hits, the second most, assuming the third most on the team. Bases loaded and no outs. First jam of the season, really, for Marcelo Terrazas. And that one, breaking ball in there for strike 1. Marcelo has allowed just 2 runs this season in his first 9 innings as a Sabre Dog. Here's the 1 pitch. Now it misses up and in, even the count 1-1. So Terrazas had 3 strikeouts on his first 4 batters. Since then, things not really going his way with 2 hit by pitches, a walk, and a single. That one a breaking ball in there to make it 1-2. Hit high in the air. That will be fouled, and we'll do the 1-2 pitch again. Once again, bases loaded for the Whiskey Jacks. Robinson on at third, Merced at second, and Miles Harris on at first. And now Jaden Kay wants time. On deck is Lucas Allen, who has 7 hits and 22 at-bats. He has the most hits against the Sabre Dogs this year. 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball up and in. That one would have been a ball, but he fouls it off, and we'll do the 1-2 once again. Got a pretty nice crowd here this evening at Corbett Field. Haven't seen Sabre Dogs play in action here at Corbett since last weekend. Monday, they beat these same Whiskey Jacks. So that one just misses low. I'll even the count, and the crowd not liking that one. crucial at bat for the Whiskey Jacks. Trailing 1-0, bases loaded, no outs. Here is the pitch. That one is ripped into left field, now dropped for a base hit. That'll score at least 2 runs here. And yeah, they will get 2. And they'll have runners on first and second. Wheat City leads 2-1. 2 RBI single by Jaden Kay. RBIs 9 and 10 for Kay. I'll bring up Lucas Allen. Leading hitter for the Whiskey Jacks, batting .303 on the year, 22 hits and 76 tries with 9 RBI. 8 runs, 4 doubles, 21 strikeouts. First pitch, breaking ball in there, strike 1. "16 pitches this inning. Took just 10 in the first and 12 in the second. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one fouled back, make it 0-2. So still no outs here in the top of the second. Runners on first and second. Keegan Schultz, the cleanup hitter, on deck. The pitch, breaking ball, hit in the air towards right field. Rubion not making a whole lot of movement to make that catch, and runner on second will stay there. Good throw by Rubion to get it in. If he would have tried to get third, probably would have been out. So runners stay on first and second for Keegan Schultz with now 1 out. Keegan Schultz has 28 strikeouts. 6th most in the league, 2nd most on the team, behind Jace Bailey, who is not playing today. He strikes out here. Fans win 32-ounce drinks from Dakota Square and Toro. This one's hit towards right field. Rubion sliding, unable to make the play though. If he would have made the play, both runners probably would have advanced. It's probably for the best that he didn't catch that ball. That's a long strike. Make the count 0-1. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball, hit in the air towards center field, quick. A few steps in, a few steps over to his left, and the runners will stay at first and second once again. So back-to-back flyouts, and Terrazas might get out of this inning, allowing just 2, with Thomas Alexander coming to the plate. He was hit by a pitch in his first plate appearance. Mason Robinson led things off for the Whiskey Jacks, got hit by a pitch, then Merced singled. Mouse Harris walked, and then a 2 RBI single from Jaden Kay. It is a 2-1 Whiskey Jacks lead. First pitch. In there, strike 1 to Alexander. Terraza sets, looks over at second. Breaking ball hit in the air towards left field. Backing up is Taylor. He'll have a play on it, and he'll make the catch. We're out number 3. So 2 runs for the Whiskey Jacks on 2 hits, 1 walk, and a hit by pitch. We'll go to the bottom of the 3rd. Sabre Dogs trail 2-1. We'll be right back after these messages.
Planet Pizza has become Minot's premier party location. Whether it's a birthday, team, family, school, or church get-together, they have everything to make your event out of this world. From arcade games to bouncy houses, they provide fun for all ages. Planet Pizza has been Minot's best pizza place for over 20 years. Don't let the fun fool you. Their pizza is fresh and delicious every time. To book a party or to order, call 701-852-1700. The Sleep in Minot is the #1 favorite place to stay when visiting. The Wi-Fi is always free and the breakfast is always hot and delicious. It's also the most convenient hotel for the kids when they want to hang out at the Dakota Splashdown Water Park. For the grown-ups, The hotel is attached to the Dakota Square Mall, so you can shop till you drop. Then in the evening, be sure and stop in at the best-kept secret lounge for a drink. The Sleep in Minot is a proud sponsor of the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, the largest sleep in North America, where everyone dreams better.
Sabre Dogs trail 2-1 going into the bottom of the third, and the Sabre Dogs will bring up Wilson Rubion, and then the top of the order with Luke Wick and Mason Dennison. Wilson Rubion has been very consistent so far this season. See if he can keep it up here. Take a look at the scores around the Expedition League once again. As mentioned, that the Trappers upset the Sasquatch in 7 innings. Doubleheader is in the bottom of the first. In the second game, scoreless there. West Nebraska already leads Hastings 2-0 in the bottom of the first. Casper and Badlands in the top of the second. The Horseheads lead 4-1 as they were able to take 2 games from the Big Sticks in their last series. First pitch to Wilson, inside for ball 1. Also, Hub City leads Fremont 1-0 in the bottom of the fifth. Sabre Dogs would love to see the Moo get a win on the road, try to get some separation. Sabre Dogs just a game, or rather a half game up on the Hot Shots, as that one is in there. Fastball, keep the count 1-1. So Almled went 1-2-3 in the second inning, fly out and 2 ground outs. Sabre Dogs were able to get 1 run in the first. That is a looper into left field. Now drop for a base hit, and that will roll all the way to the track. And that will be a leadoff double for Wilson Rubion. Just like the first inning. And that man, Luke Wick, who got that leadoff RBI, leadoff double, Luke Wick comes to the plate. 1 for 1 today. Just 4 hits on the season, 17 ABs. See if he can try to keep it going today after his first at-bat resulted in a double. Came around to score after an RBI single by Chauncey Callier. So Rubion has his lead over at second. Quick play in center field for the Sabre Dogs. First pitch misses up and away for ball 1. As of right now, Quick's defensive ability has been his strength. He's been an unbelievable defender for the Sabre Dogs this season, making spectacular plays. Now stepping off the mound is Almled, back at second. So Almled will work from a stretch with a 1-0 count to Luke Wick. Go back to second, and that one was a spin around off of his front foot. And the shortstop, Ryan Merced, had come over from shortstop and try to make the play. That one throw was a little bit high and kind of risky. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. That one is in there to even count at 1-1. Sabre Dogs have a man in scoring position to start things off here in the bottom of the third. The pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. Here comes the 1-2 pitch from Hunter Almled. Sets. And delivers. That one is hit at the shortstop, Merced. He caught that one that's about 3 feet off the ground for a line drive out. So that'll bring up Mason Dennison, 0 for 1 with a ground out today. And Corey Thompson, I think he thought that one might have bounced and it was close. And now Corey Thompson's going to hustle over to the second base umpire who made the call. Umpires are Connor Lloyd and Eric Swift, and Corey Thompson did not like that call. I mean, it was really close. I'll give him that. It was close to whether or not he trapped it or if he was able to snag it. Ryan Merced made the play. And second baseman Jaden Kay talking with the man on second base for Sabre Dogs, Wilson Rubion. The Corey Thompson can't change the minds of the umpires, but we'll start heading back to the dugout. Now we'll have a man on second, one out for Denison. Sabre Dogs trying to tie this one up as they trail 2-1. First pitch, right down the heart of the plate, fastball for strike one from Hunter Omlin. Omlin has been the centerpiece for the pitching rotation for the Whiskey Jacks. ERA of less than 1 at 0.98 in his 4 starts. His 3 starts, rather, in 4 games. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Runner goes. That one fouled back into the screen. And Wilson will head back to second, rather. Here comes the 0-2 pitch from Omlin. That one misses low. Make the count 1-2. Sabre Dogs got a couple hits so far in the first 3 innings. Trying to find some momentum on offense. Now Denison wants time. It's been a real problem for the Sabre Dogs as they hit a collective .246 batting average. The pitch. On ground and foul. Keep it at 1-2. Sabre Dogs and Whiskey Jacks will play again tomorrow night. Same time, same place. 7:05 here at Corbett Field. Supposed to be a few degrees warmer. I've seen a forecast where it's supposed to be 85. I'm no meteorologist. That's just what I saw last. And here this evening, well, it's supposed to be 81, but I'm pretty sure it's a little bit south of that. 1-2 pitch, hitting right field, and that will be caught by the right fielder Harris. And tagging and heading for third, and in there safely is Wilson Rubion. So that will bring up Cruz Taylor, 0 for 1 on the day. 0 for 1 on the day. With a ground out. Here comes the first pitch from Omlin to Cruz Taylor. That one is in there, strike one in the outside corner. One swing of the bat can tie this game or even take the lead. Cruz Taylor with 4 home runs this year. Second on the team behind Chauncey Collier's 5. 0-1 pitch. Just outside, even the count 1-1. Cruz Taylor with a team second best, 21 RBI. See if he can improve that here. Here's the pitch. That one way outside, make it 2-1. Rubion trying to distract him over third by getting a huge lead over there as Omlin from the windup. Here's a 2-1 to Cruz Taylor. Breaking ball, that one in the dirt. Make it 3-1 as Cruz Taylor made a half swing there. Pulled back. Showing good restraint. Chauncey Collier on deck if necessary for the Sabre Dogs. Cruz Taylor taking a few practice swings, now steps in the batter's box and awaits 3-1 from Omlin. Wind up in the pitch. Hit in the air towards left field, high, but not far enough, as the left fielder, Dustin Forcello, will make the play for out number 3. So the Sabre Dogs leave one stranded. Now send us to the top of the fourth. Let's take a look at some of the scores around the majors. Phillies lead the Mets 6-5 in the bottom of the sixth. Yankees and Blue Jays currently in the middle of the seventh. Yankees lead it 3-2. Yankees are just absolutely killing it. They have won 9 of the last 10 games. They lost yesterday, however. Padres lead 8-2 over the Orioles in the bottom of the sixth. White Sox and Red Sox tied at 3 in the top of the fourth. Washington Nationals lead I almost called them the Florida Marlins, the Miami Marlins, 6-1 in the bottom of the seventh. Texas Rangers lead the Detroit Tigers 4-1 in the middle of the seventh. Royals and Indians tied at 3 in the top of the sixth. The Indians won last night in walk-off fashion. Braves and Cubs, top of the fourth. Braves lead 1-0. Things got heated there last night. As of right now, it looks like no drama so far, as Acuna went deep for the game's only run. It was Wilson Contreras that was saying some things to the Braves catcher and pitcher. We'll keep an eye out on that and see if there's any sort of conflict. Twins lead the Rays 2-0 in the bottom of the third. Twins got a day off yesterday. And also, the Twins have runners on first and third with no outs. Pirates and Astros in the middle of the fourth, scoreless there. Astros were able to snap their losing streak, and so are the Phillies. The Phillies won yesterday. Mariners lead the Brewers 4-1 in the bottom of the third. A's and Cardinals in the bottom of the second. A's lead 1-0, and the Cardinals have runners on first and second with nobody out. And then some upcoming games, the Dodgers and the D-backs set to get underway at 8:40. Rockies and Giants set to go at 8:45. And the final game of the night, the Reds trying to take on the Angels at 9:07. Talk about the standings coming up after the bottom of the fourth, as we'll have some extra time with the Beardapalooza going on. So Marcelo Terrazas, instead of taking some extra warm pitches, talks with Justin Henley and waits for the competition to end. And now we resume with the Sabre Dogs trailing 2-1, going to the top of the fourth. Blake Fitzgerald will lead things off for the Whiskey Jacks. First pitch from Terrazas misses outside for ball one. It took 20 pitches for Terrazas to go through 7 batters, and the top of the third. That one in there for strike one, even up the count at 1-1. That one just misses, a little bit low. It is now 2-1. Fitzgerald 0 for 1 with an unassisted ground out in the second inning. Went up in the pitch. That one misses inside, make it 3-1 now. Comes the 3-1 pitch. Terrazas from the windup delivers. That one hit into right field, and that will drop in front of Wilson Rubion for a leadoff base hit, just like last inning. So this time it is a correction. Aizen Robinson actually led off with a hit by pitch, and then a single from Robbie Merced. Almost forgot that hit by pitch because it was on the very first delivery from Terrazas. So that will bring up Dawson Forcella. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center field in the second inning. Terrazas working from the stretch now. First pitch in there. Fastball right down the middle for strike one. back over to first. Check up on Fitzgerald. Again, the Whiskey Jacks kind of in the middle of the field in terms of stolen bases compared to the Sabre Dogs. Blowing them out of the water right now. Breaking ball, waited on, hit into left center field, and that will drop for a base hit as Luke Quick fields it. Back-to-back base hits. Whiskey Jacks are picking up everything that Terrazas has thrown at him. Back-to-back hits from Blake Fitzgerald, and Dawson Forchella brings up Hazen Robinson, who led off in the third inning with his double pitch. Came around to score a run. Terrazas just missed a spot there with his curveball. He's able to hit into left center field. Beautiful patience by Forchella. Getting his fourth hit against the Sabre Dogs this year. First pitch. That one's hit at the third baseman. Double play ball. Taps first, throw to first. In time, throw to second. And trying to get the runner on second, Forchella. Unable to do so, but a double play to get Fitzgerald out of third and Robinson out at first. Well done by Nick Mastoni.
Next batter was shortstop, number 16, Bobby Merced.
So I'll bring up Robbie Merced with 2 outs and a runner on second. As the defense for the Sabre Dogs bails out Terrazas. First pitch, breaking ball, hit towards left field, backing up as Cruz Taylor. He'll look up, and he will watch this one get out of here. Over the second wall, that one went about 340, 350 feet. And it is now a 4-1 Whiskey Jacks lead. So just when you thought that Terrazas was going to be able to get out of the inning, one swing of the bat turns the tide of the inning. Now I'll bring up the top of the order with Miles Harris making his third plate appearance already. Terrazas has not had a bad outing yet this season. See if the Sabre Dogs offense can bail him out here this evening. First pitch in there, strike one. Here's the 0-1 count. Now the misses in the dirt. Leave the count at 1-1. Sabre Dogs, second best fielding team in the league and 96.3% fielding percentage, just 0.01% behind the Big Sticks. It would just be 0.1 rather. As that pitch misses, it'll be 2-1, bases empty. 2 runs in for the Whiskey Jacks. That one in there for strike 2 to even the count. Sabre Dogs will bring up the heart of the order with Chauncey Callier, Bo McClintock, and Nick Mastoni coming up. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Breaking pitch, misses inside, make it 3-2. Terrazas with 3 strikeouts and 1 walk on the day. 3-2 pitch. Hit towards right field, hit well. Rubion's not going to be able to get this one. It's going to hit the fence in right field. Rounding first, hitting for second, and in there with a double is Miles Harris. That is the fourth hit of the inning for the Whiskey Jacks. So 6 hits so far for the Whiskey Jacks for this inning, 2 last inning. 4 runs on the game, all of them earned so far. Now pitching coach Justin Mulvaney will walk over to the pitching mound, talk over things with the starting pitcher Marcelo Terrazas from Lyon College. Take a look at the scores once again. West Nebraska now leads Hastings just 3-2 in the bottom of the second. Casper leads Badlands 5-2. Seems like almost every single game Badlands starts behind and ends up coming back. The game is in the top of the third. Fremont takes the lead on Hub City. It's now 4-3 in the top of the 6th. Top of the 3rd, Spearfish and Pier are scoreless. In Game 2 doubleheader, Game 1 was won by the home team, Pier. 5-3 was the final on that one. And of course, this game 4-1. So 6 games in total this evening around the Expedition League. Terrazas staying on the mound. So 13-14, Search Valley Sabre Dogs trail the 6-20 Lead City Whiskey Jacks. First pitch in there, strike 1 to Jaden Kay. He is 1 for 2 with a 2 RBI single in the 3rd inning. Terrazas works from the stretch. And now he steps off. Sabre Dogs had a nice double play from Nick Mastoni, the 3rd baseman, as he touched the bag with runners on 1st and 2nd, threw it to 1st to get the final out. But then a 2 RBI jack by Ryan Merced. This one that hits the leg of Terrazas. Ricochet to McClintock, race for 1st, and he is not going to be in time. And the Sabre Dogs infielder does not like that call. And now we'll put runners on the corners with 2 outs now. That'll be an infield single for Jaden Kay. He is now 2 for 3. That'll bring up Lucas Allen, who is 0 for 2 and started the 3 fly-out run in the the top of the 3rd to end the inning. Here's the first pitch. That one misses low for ball 1. Terrazas just not having a good day here so far. Still salvageable, however. Sabre Dogs can come back offensively. Do have a tough challenge against a guy who has an ERA of just 0.98 as that one's fouled out of play, even the count 1-1. We get Terrazas' line so far. He has 3 2/3 innings under his belt with 7 hits, 4 runs, a walk, and 3 Ks. Terrazas sets and delivers, and that one a breaking ball, fouled out of play, making it 1-2. Terrazas himself is 1-0 this season, has allowed just 2 earned runs in 9 innings for a collective ERA of 2. A whip of 0.93 as he allowed just 4 hits. He got 6 strikeouts in his first 2 games. 1 start and then 1 relief outing as that one misses to even count at 2-2. So after this series, the Sabre Dogs take on the Hot Shots in 2 straight games and 5 more games against the Whiskey Jacks. 2-2 pitch, breaking ball, fouled back. Keep it at 2-2. During that 5-game stretch, he'll be 3 rather, against the Whiskey Jacks on the road and 3 at home because they have a makeup game from this past Thursday. The Sabre Dogs have 9 more games against the Whiskey Jacks. They also have 8 games against the West Nebraska Pioneers. 2-2 pitch, that one misses outside, make the count full. That is the 2 most opponents that the Sabre Dogs have to play. The 2 most games that the Sabre Dogs have to play against the same opponents. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3 to end the inning. So Terrazas allows 2 more and gets strikeout number 4. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th. Sabre Dogs trail 4-1. We'll be right back after these messages. Sabre Dogs baseball.
iHeartRadio. Z94 is Minot's only station for today's hit music. The Z94 audience is an active one, targeting your 18 to 42-year-olds. The Z94 listener is a need-to-know listener. They do product research. For product and customer satisfaction reviews, our Z94 audience has their smart devices at their fingertips. That's why you need to be with Z94, because we're in front of our listeners and your customers with our in-demand services like streaming, podcasts, social media. And since we brand to our specific audience, we know how to market market your business. Z94, Minot's only station for today's hit music.
You had a long day? An alcoholic beverage sound good right about now? Souris River Brewing Company has you covered. They use the most locally sourced and freshest ingredients available to create quality beers and food. Souris River Brewing Company sources food and grains from their neighbors to maintain our local economy and to serve you. Be sure to stop by Souris River Brewing Company, a true North Dakota experience.
Dogs trail 4-1 going into the bottom of the fourth, and leading off will be Chauncey Callier, Bo McClintock, and Nick Stoney. Callier with an RBI single with 2 steals in the first inning. See if he can possibly top that here. First pitch to him, and that one is hit right at the shortstop Robbie Merced, who is playing in shallow left field, playing the right spot. Makes catch for out number 1. That'll bring up Bo McClintock, who is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Sabre Dogs brought up 4 hitters to the plate. Had a double to lead off the third inning and left him stranded at third base with a line out and 2 flyouts. First pitch. That one misses for ball 1. Here's a 1-0 pitch. That one in there. McClintock didn't like that, and deservedly so. That one was way outside. So McClintock takes a deep breath. Waiting for the 1-1 count from Omelet. Breaking ball hit high in the air. And that will be playable for the second baseman, Jaden Kay, who will make the catch for out number 2. So Nick Stoney comes to the plate. He's 0 for 1 on the day. Fly out to center field on his first at bat. Whiskey Jacks will come back with Keegan Schultz, Thomas Alexander, and Blake Fitzgerald. On the top of the 5th is that first pitch in there for strike 1. A breakdown of the MLB standings coming up. After this half inning, we have the Beardapalooza event going on. Give us some extra time. Breaking ball misses 1-1. MLB scores will be coming your way every 3 innings. After the 2nd, after the 5th, and after the 8th. 1-1 pitch, that one in the dirt. 2-1. And sporadically, whenever I have time, I'll mention the Expedition League scores. Here comes the 2-1 from Hunter Omelet. Foul tip, even the count at 2-2. Omelet having himself a nice day so far. 3 2/3 innings with 3 hits, 1 earned run, no walks, and a strikeout. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Slow grounder to the third baseman, Keegan Schultz. Throw to first. Good scoop by the first baseman, Alexander, for out number 3. So Sabre Dogs 3 up, 3 down for the second time today. We'll send it to the top of the 5th, coming up in just a little bit, and we'll have a look at some of the standings around the majors. Beardapalooza gets underway. Taking a look at the AL East. As the Yankees at 50-28 have won 9 of the last 10 games, had their winning streak snapped last night against the Blue Jays, or actually it was snapped on Sunday to the Astros, my mistake. They won yesterday against the Blue Jays 10-8. And really, it seems like there's just nobody stopping these Yankees in the American League, as they're a half game back of the Twins for the best record in the American League. Tampa Bay is 5 games out of first place, 45-33. Boston, 8 games back, still trying to climb their way up in the standings. Got off to a very slow start, which seemed to go forever, but they're finally starting to make up for it as they're starting to find the middle of the pack, trying to see if they can squeeze the playoffs after winning the World Series last year. Toronto 29-50, 21 and a half games back at first, and then Baltimore forget it, 28 games back, 22-56. Only won one of their last 9 games. They had a losing streak of 10 games, which was snapped this past weekend. As for the NL Central, it is the Twins just dominating everyone in the American League as they have a 50-27 record, which is the best in the American League, .649 winning percentage. 7.5 games back of them are the Cleveland Indians, as they were able to get the sweep over the Tigers, or they actually won yesterday, my mistake. They won in extras against the Royals. And as of right now, they find themselves up 5-3. Very easy schedule through the All-Star break for the Indians. Chance to get themselves in position to make a playoff berth. Chicago White Sox are kind of cruising along. They're kind of just been right around 500, but however, they have lost 3 games in a row. They're now 4 games behind the 500 line. Tigers are 26-47, and the Royals are 27-52. As for the AL West, it is the Astros who are still winning the division despite losing a bunch of games in a row. The winning streak was snapped on Sunday to the Yankees. Did not play yesterday, and as of right now, the Astros are currently in a duel with the Pirates and are leading 2-0. First pitch fouled out of play to Keegan Schultz. Texas Rangers are having a nice season. They're 42-36. How about them Rangers? Got some surprise players who played really well. They are right now 6.5 games out of first place, trying to fight for a wild card spot. 8 games back are the Oakland A's, who are trying to fight with the Rangers for the second place in the division and for a wild card spot. A's are 39-40. They're not doing too bad themselves. They're hanging around 10 games out of first place, and the Mariners are 15.5 games back. Some fouled out of play, make it 1-2. As for the National League, take a look at the NL Central. 43-35 are the Chicago Cubs. They have won 2 games in a row. So have the Milwaukee Brewers. They are 1 game back. They only won 3 of their last 10 games as their 6-game losing streak was snapped on Saturday, and they have now won 2 games in a row against the Reds. That pitch is a breaking ball missed outside, make it 2-2. St. Louis, 2.5 games out of first place, 3 games over 500, as they lost last night. That's a breaking ball, make it 3-2 count. Cincinnati Reds are 6 games out, and the Pirates are also 6 games out. Both teams are 36-40. Still technically in it, but have a long ways to go. The Atlanta Braves are in first place, 5.5 games up on the Philadelphia Phillies, who snapped their 6-game losing streak yesterday. This one hit in the air towards right field. Rubion coming in and making the play for out number 1. Washington Nationals are doing better than expected. They are 37-40. The Mets are underperforming. They are 37-42, 9 games out. The Nationals are 8 games out, and the Marlins are trailing everyone, 30-46, 14.5 games out. And as for the NL West, it's the Dodgers who have just been shredding everyone in the entire league as they won 7 of the last 10. Actually lost the other day, but have a 54-26 record, best in the majors. .675 winning percentage. First pitch misses outside to the new batter, Thomas Alexander. Colorado trying to find a wildcard spot for the 2nd consecutive season. They are 41-37, 12 games out of first. 2 games back of them is the Arizona Diamondbacks at 40-40, as that is a strike. Give the count of 1-1. San Diego is 15 games back, a game back of the Diamondbacks, 38-40, and as for the Giants, they are trailing 4.5 games behind the Padres, 19.5 games out of first place. This one has popped up into the grandstand, or actually it'll be behind the grandstand, as the Giants have a 33-34 record. We have the Braves, the Cubs, and the Dodgers leading in the NL, and the Yankees, Twins, and Astros leading in the AL. Has a 1-2 count to Thomas Alexander. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball hit in the center field, and that will drop for a base hit. So as of right now, it's the Milwaukee Brewers who are game up on the Colorado Rockies for the first 2 positions in the wild card. And half game out are the St. Louis Cardinals. Game out, Phillies, 2 games out, Diamondbacks. Padres are 3 games out, Nationals 3.5. Pirates and Reds are 4 games out. Mets are 4.5 out. Giants are 7.5 out. And as for the Marlins, they are 10 games out. First pitch in there. Strike one to Blake Fitzgerald. Runner on first with one out. Sabre Dogs trail 4-1 in the top of the fifth. Tampa Bay Rays lead the Indians by 2 games for the first wildcard spot. Texas Rangers and the Boston Red Sox 1 game out of the second wildcard spot as that pitch misses, even count 1-1. Oakland A's are 2.5 out. Angels are 4.5 out. White Sox are 6 games. Mariners are 10 games out of the second wildcard spot. And then towards the bottom of the barrel, you have the Blue Jays and the Tigers are 14.5 out. Orioles are 16.5 out. And the Orioles 21 games out. That's a breaking ball that's in there for 1 and 2. So there's a lot of clutter for the NL wildcard. They have pretty much everyone except for possibly the Giants and the Marlins with a chance to get a wildcard spot. So that'll make the trade deadline very interesting because that's a breaking ball. This is way outside. You can count it 2 and 2. So from the first spot out to the third to last place out, you have a span of 4.5 games in between those teams. There's a lot of clutter. I feel like the pretenders from the contenders will be separated here pretty quickly. As that one is in the dirt, and Henley tries to get to the ball, and the umpire gets in the way, and that will allow the runner, Thomas Alexander, to get to second base. Now a 3-2 count for Terrazas to Blake Fitzgerald. Outside, ball 4 runners now on first and second. So despite all that clutter, it still feels like there's more separation than there actually is. Because I mean, let's face it, the odds of the Mets, the Reds, or the Pirates getting to playoffs this season is probably going to be pretty slim, despite them being 4 and 4.5 games out. Pirates have now won 4 games in a row. However, they were on an extremely cold spell. And they were actually trailing the Reds for last place, but now they are tied for 4th place in the NL Central. First pitch, check swing in there, strike one to Dawson Forcella. 1 for 2 with a single and a run. St. Louis Cardinals get a sweep of the Angels. They're pretty good themselves. And the Phillies snapping a 6-game losing streak. Trying to stay in the mix. That one fouled into the screen, make it 0-2. As for the AL, things a little bit more solidified, as you have about 4, maybe 5 teams who have a realistic chance of catching the 2 wildcard teams. Texas, Boston, Oakland, LA, and Chicago. Chicago a little bit of a stretch. They are now 6 games out after losing 3 in a row. They've been sitting around 500 for the majority of the season. Got a lot of young prospects. They're going to be really good in a few years. That was a breaking ball in the dirt, make it 1 and 2. Angels not really expected to do much this season. They are lurking around 500, just 4.5 games out of the Cleveland Indians. Oakland A's have been a little bit of a disappointment. So have the Boston Red Sox, and the Texas Rangers been just about the surprise of the year in the AL. 1 and 2. Breaking ball hit high in the air. This may be playable for Justin Henley, and he will make the catch for out number 2. I feel like a lot of people had the Rays be a sleeper pick in the AL East, and as of right now they are in 2nd place in the AL East, but I don't really know, since everyone was calling them a sleeper, how much of a sleeper could they really be? I feel like that you could give that to the Rangers as of right now, just being 1 game out of a wild card spot. As for the NL, the sleeper, I mean, you could possibly even give that to the Brewers, as this one's grounded foul. The only NL Central last year, a lot of people expected them to take a huge step back. However, they have stayed right in the thick of things, as they are currently tied with the Cubs, or excuse me, a game back of the Cubs. We have an 0 count to Hazen Robinson. 0 for 1 on the day with the ground out and by pitch. Phillies have definitely disappointed so far this year. Probably been the biggest disappointment in the NL. Swing and a miss. Make it 0-2. A lot of people thought that Manny Machado could carry the Padres to relevance with Fernando Tatis Jr. However, things have not quite gone according to plan. This is one that is sliced foul down the left field line. Out of play. Keep it at 0-2. Runners on first and second. Yeah, Fitzgerald on at first, Thomas Alexander on at second. Alexander reached via a single, and Fitzgerald reached via a walk. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. Sabre Dogs trail 4-1 to the Wheat City Whiskey Jacks. 0-2 pitch. This is outside and make it count 1-2.
Fans, the View is a new concept of retirement living with an emphasis on living.
Sabre Dogs have Tyler Courtney, Justin Henley, and Wilson Rubion to finish up the second time through the hitting order. As for the Whiskey Jacks, they're almost through with their 3rd time through the order. 1-2 from Terrazas. That one is rounded foul, and that one was just to the left of the bag. Stoney was trying to make the play. The count will stay at 1-2. Got some action going on in the Sabre Dogs bullpen. So that's Startwell warming up, the righty from Minot State University. That one misses the dirt, even the count at 2-2. A long top of the, it's been a long top of the 5th, but the Sabre Dogs have not allowed any runs so far. Robinson pops this one up and out of play. Robinson, 5'9", 170-pound outfielder from Yakima Community College, town of Heber City, Utah. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Raza sets. Breaking ball hit high in the air and going once again in the parking lot. Keep the count at 2-2. Sabre Dogs trying to get back to 500 as they sit at 13-14, 7 games out of first place. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Strikeout number 5 for Terrazas on the day. So once again, it will be the bottom of the order. Tyler Courtney, Justin Henley, and Wilson Rubion coming up in the bottom of the 5th. We'll be right back after these messages.
Attention Sabre Dogs fans, July 15th is the 2019 Expedition League Home Run Derby, brought to you by Visit Minot. Watch the best sluggers in the league duke it out for first place. Want to know where the best eateries are in town? Visit minot.org. Want to find where the best hotels are? Visit minot.org. Trying to find the perfect place to shop and see the latest events in Minot? You know the drill. Visit minot.org. Visit Minot is a proud supporter of the Sabre Dogs and a sponsor of the 2019 Expedition League Home Run Derby. Check out visitminot.org today.
iHeartRadio.
910 AM KCJB is Minot's heritage AM full-service information station, supported by the classic country favorites. KCJB listeners are ranchers and farmers and business owners. From egg reports and markets to compelling information, we are 910 AM KCJB, home of the Minnesota Twins, Minot State, and Minot High Sports. We are 910 AM KCJB, Minot's news and information station.
Sabre Dogs trail 4-1 as we head to the bottom of the 5th. You're on 1390 KRRZ. I'm Jared Sleppy. Those of you just joining us. Sabre Dogs got out to a 1-0 lead. Thanks to a leadoff double by Luke Quick and then an RBI single from Chauncey Callier. And the Whiskey Jacks retaliated with 2 of their own runs in the 3rd inning. Jason Robinson was brought around, and so was Merced by a 2 RBI double by Jaden Kay, and then a 2-run home run by Robin Merced in the 4th inning. That's where we stand. That one is a grounder by Tyler Courtney at the first baseman, hustling over his own lid, and throw is behind him, and Courtney's going to get into second as the throw gets to the fence. So that'll be an E3 that allows Tyler Courtney to get to second base. Now bring up Wilson Rubion for the Sabre Dogs. Excuse me, Justin Henley, my mistake. Henley, the 6'1" catcher from Emmanuel College. Omlin works from the stretch once again. Sabre Dogs were down 1-2-3 in the 4th inning. Now getting down to bunt is Henley. This is a good one. Gets to Omlin, digs for first, and he will just be out by a half step. But that will advance the runner to third, and that will bring up Wilson Rubion now with 1 out. That was an excellent bunt by the catcher. Rubion, a 180-pound freshman from Paris Judo College, playing outfield, precisely right field this evening. Been all over the place. He's been in center and right. Here's the first pitch. That one, a swing and a miss. Strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one misses inside. Even count 1-1. Trying to get a couple runs here in the bottom of the 5th as they trail by 3, and that one misses inside. 2-1. Here's to take a look at some of the scores around the league. West Nebraska leads Hastings 8-3 in the top of the 4th. Also in the top of the 4th, Casper leads Badlands 8-2. Fremont leads Hub City 4-3 in the bottom of the 7th, and Spearfish leads Pier 4-0 in the bottom of the 4th as that pitch misses for ball 3. So ideally, the Horseheads hold on to their 6-run lead against the Big Sticks. However, nothing is promised against how the Big Sticks are hitting this year. And the New hold on their lead against the Hot Shots. Get some separation if they can win here this evening. And even if they don't lose any ground. As that is ball 4 to Rubion. Put runners on the corners really quick. Quick is 1 for 2 with a double, a run, and a line out. RBI situation here as the tying runner comes to the plate for the Sabre Dogs. Back over to first. Check on Rubion. Rubion hasn't quite been able to showcase his speed on the base paths, has just 1 stolen base on the year. Throw back over to first. 3 hits for the Sabre Dogs, 1 run, 8 hits for the Whiskey Jacks, 4 runs, 1 error committed. First pitch to Quick, misses outside, ball 1. Game 1 of a 3-game series here at Corbett Field versus the Weed City Whiskey Jacks. Fouled out of play. Believe it or not, this is the first 3-game series against Whiskey Jacks here at Corbett Field. They have played 2 games against the Whiskey Jacks at home and 4 on the road. This is a 1-1 pitch. Runner goes. And we're hitting left field. Now drop for a base hit and score a run. So an RBI single from Luke Quick gives the Sabre Dogs their 2nd run of the day. Now the leading run comes to the plate. Mason Dennison comes to the plate, 0 for 2 on the evening. Coming into the game, Mason batting .257 in 20 games. First pitch, goes upstairs for ball 1. Sabre Dogs, the heart of the order, finding some stability there with Mason Dennison at the 2 or the 5 spots, with Chauncey Callier at the 4, or McClintock at the 4, and Cruz Taylor at the 3. 1-0. This one hit the shortstop Merced, double play ball, got 1, not gonna be able to get 2. So we'll have runners on the corners with 2 outs for Cruz Taylor.
And brings up our good number
Rubion moves on to third. He reached via a walk, advanced to second via a base hit from the quick, and just advanced to third on that fielder's choice. Taylor can get his first hit of the evening here. All three of his plate appearances have been RBI opportunities with men in scoring position. Solon works from the stretch. Runner goes, pitch outside, and now a pump fake throw down to second. And throw back over to third, check up on Rubion, who's starting to head home, and that is something the Sabre Dogs have done a lot this year. However, in the past few games, it hasn't really worked. Have a throw down to second, the runner will go, and might be a little bit of a run to try to get the run out at second, but usually a throw to the plate is in time. And it doesn't work there either. Sabre Dogs get a steal from Mason Dennison, but the runner at third, Wilson Rubion stays there. 1-0 pitch, misses upstairs, runner's gonna come home. The throw to the plate will be, oh no, he started hanging back for third, and Rubion's gonna be getting kind of pickle here. He evades the tag, and now is tagged out by Keegan Schultz. Man, Rubion, I don't know what happened there, but he just stopped in his tracks. He probably could have made it safely if he kept going. It would have been close, but regardless, he retreats and gets caught in a pickle for the final out. So we will head to the top of the sixth with Sabre Dogs trailing 4-2. They get one back, leave one stranded. We'll be right back after these messages. More Sabre Dogs baseball.
Inside of your mouth ache? Not brushing as often as you should? Then come on over to Kemet Dental. Kemet Dental prides on their team of highly educated dental professionals and advanced technology. Whether it's advanced dental procedures such as implants, same-day crowns, and sleep apnea, there's no problem they can't fix. Visit their state-of-the-art facility or visit kemetdental.com to learn more. Kemet Dental. We treat more than teeth, we treat people. Don't let bad weather surprise you. Stay informed with KMOT. KMOT is Minot's local NBC affiliate that keeps you in the know for all things weather-related. KMOT also makes sure that you know everything important happening in the Minot community. Want to see the latest Twins highlights? Check out KMOT's professional sports coverage, as well as their local and collegiate sports. KMOT, your news leader.
Sabre Dogs trail 4-2, an RBI single from Luke Wick. It's the Sabre Dogs lead, the Whiskey Jacks lead cut in half. We have a new man on the mound for the Sabre Dogs. That will be Matt Startwell coming in, as Marcelo is done for the day with 5 innings pitched, 8 hits, 4 runs. All of them were earned. 5 strikeouts and 2 walks. So Startwell will come in to start the 6th inning, as Terrazas' day is done. He will face Robbie Merced, Miles Harris, and Jaden Cade, 9-1-2 hitters for the Whiskey Jacks. Take a look at Startwell's stats coming into today. Startwell is 0 for 1 with 13 earned runs in 12 2/3 innings for an ERA of 9.49 in 7 games pitched. 17 strikeouts, 7 walks, and 15 hits, with a whip of 178. He'll face Robbie Merced, who was 2 for 2 with a single, a home run, and 2 RBI. First pitch hit well to left field. Did he get another one? Yes, he did. That is his 2nd home run of the day, as Merced gets a solo shot to make it 5-2. This kid is absolutely tearing up the Sabre Dogs right now. Merced just 3 hits against the Sabre Dogs in 20 at-bats, and has 3 hits and 3 at-bats here this evening. Didn't have a single RBI and now has 3 of them, as the Whiskey Jacks now lead 5-2, trying to get their 2nd win in their last 15 games. And they hold on to this one and win it. It will be Both of those games that they won in the past 15 games will be against the Sabre Dogs. As the first pitch to Miles Harris was low for ball 1. That first pitch actually was in there for a strike, and that will make it 0-2.
Thanks, that was the lucky strike. Presented to you at the Woodville Bowl.
Whiskey Jacks have actually left 7 runners stranded as that one is in there for strike 3, and it gets Harris looking.
Yeah, baby!
So despite the Whiskey Jacks having a pretty sizable lead here, probably could have been even a bit bigger than what they have right now, as the Whiskey Jacks have had some problems with bringing runners around to the plate, as they have the second fewest RBI in the league. Now the hitter is Jaden Kay, as the first pitch to him misses low, and he is 2 for 3 on the day with 2 RBI, including 2 singles. Breaking ball, that one in there, nice pitch from Startwell. Jaden Kay looking like a deer in the headlights there. Jaden Kay, a utility player from Billings, Montana, goes to North Dakota State. That one is in there, making it 1-2. Starwell sets and works from the stretch. Breaking ball, swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 strikeouts after the solo shot. Now we'll bring up the 4th hitter of the inning. This is Allen, his in hitter. 0 for 3 with 2 Ks. First pitch, and there's strike 1. Allen, a 6'2" catcher from Northern Colorado. Town of Bellevue, Washington. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Startwell. Fastball, that one is hit at the shortstop Dennison and caught for out number 3. Solo shot from Robbie Merced. Extends the lead to 3 once again. We'll be back going up to the bottom of the 6th. It will be Cruz Taylor, Chauncey Callier, and Bo McClintock. Let's go ahead and take a look at the scores around the majors. Starting off with the NL East matchup between the Phils and the Mets. Phils lead it 7-5 with the Mets threatening. They have runners on second and third with 2 outs. Yankees lead the Blue Jays 4-2 in the top of the 9th, with the Blue Jays also threatening, runners on first and second. Padres lead the Orioles 8-3 in the middle of the 9th. Orioles have one more opportunity. Red Sox lead the White Sox 5-3 in the bottom of the 6th. Rangers lead the Tigers 5-1 in the bottom of the 9th. Indians lead the Royals 6-3 after 7 innings of play. Cubs now lead the Braves 2-1 as they take the lead, as they're now on the top of the 6th. Twins are winning against the Rays big 7-0 in the middle of the 5th inning. Astros lead the Pirates 2-0 in the top of the 6th. Mariners lead the Brewers 7-1 in the middle of the 5th. Cardinals and A's in the bottom of the 4th. The Cards lead that one at home 3-1 with the runner on second with 1 out. Dodgers lead the D-backs early. They're in the bottom of the 1st. It's a 1-0 lead for best team in baseball. Rockies and Giants scoreless in the top of the 1st, and the Nationals and Marlins game is final. The score ended up being 6-1 in favor of the Nats, who are now just 2 games under 500 and 7.5 games out of first place behind the Braves. So Omlin comes out for another inning of work, as he has been more than solid for the Whiskey Jacks. 5 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout. ERA of just 0.98 on the year. Might go up just a little bit, but still having a nice season for Wheat City. One of the very few bright spots for the Whiskey Jacks pitching staff. So that will bring up Cruz Taylor. So he will finish his at-bat as Wilson Rubion Tried to steal home. He was, well, not steal home, he was trying to capitalize on a wild pitch. And instead of heading to the plate, to make a play at the plate, he headed back from third and got caught in a pickle. First pitch in the dirt for ball one. The odds of getting caught in a rundown, while not quite as great as the majors, still very high. Wise decision probably would have been to run it out and see if they could make a play at the plate, make a bad throw. As that pitch misses outside, make it 2-0. Regardless, Sabre Dogs trail by 3. They get 1 run back in the 5th. With an RBI single from Luke Quick. That one is in there. 2-1. Right field and hit well. Taylor has just went deep. A solo shot for Cruz Taylor. And it is now a 2-run ball game thanks to a solo shot by Cruz Taylor. As home run number 5 on the year, tied for the team lead. His first hit of the day, now 1 for 3. That will bring up Chauncey Callier. Callier had an RBI single in the first inning with 2 stolen bases. 1 for 2 on the day. That one misses the dirt for ball 1. So Cruz now with 22 RBI. Chauncey has 24 on the year. Sabre Dogs trying to cook up something here. Misses away for ball 2. Reminder that the Sabre Dogs and the Whiskey Jacks will be at it once again tomorrow night as we have a mound visit from head coach Grant Hamilton. 7:05 is the first pitch. Gates open at 6 o'clock. We hope to see you here at beautiful historic Corbett Field tomorrow night. Now have some movement in the Whiskey Jacks bullpen. As for the Sabre Dogs bullpen, we got a couple guys over there, nobody warming up. The Sabre Dogs cut the lead to 2 after a solo shot by Cruz Taylor to lead things off here in the top of the 6th. Rather, the bottom of the 6th. Sabre Dogs have 5 hits, 3 runs. See what Chauncey can do here. Two-0 count. Elmwood still on the mound. Here's a pitch. In the air towards right field, and Chauncey might have done it. This one is hit well, and that is off the wall. Chauncey will get a double with nobody out. Just barely missed that one as it hit about a quarter of the way, or about a halfway up the wall in right field. Off the KMOT side. That'll bring up Bo McClintock. He is more than due, 0 for 2 on the day. As the tying run comes to the plate. See if the Sabre Dogs can produce here. They already have 1 run. See if they can tie this thing up. Now McClintock wants time. McClintock with 1 home run on the year. First pitch, foul back. Off the top of the grandstand and past the first base coach, Ben Bennett on the ricochet. Let's track it down. One of the 5 Sabre Dogs with a triple this season is Bo McClintock. Something that Chauncey Callier can't say he's done. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball, that one was just barely missed on the timing as it's the top of the Trinity Health camper over there on the third base side. So the 0-2.
Service Fantasy Guys with City of Minot and the Expedition League appreciate your cooperation.
Comes the 0-2, nobody out, 1 man on at second. Sabre Dogs trail by 2. Here's a pitch. That one fouled off of the catcher Fitzgerald, and he really felt that one. He bends over and now going to try to walk it off as the head umpire will give him a little bit of extra time. Here comes the 0-2 count. Now stepping off is Omlin, looking at second. Chauncey Callier with 2 stolen bases on the day. Both came in the first inning. Leads the league with 18 of those snag bags. So Omlin sets and delivers. Breaking ball hit well towards left field. Backing up is Forchella, and he has done it. This game is tied. A 2-home run inning makes it 5-5. A solo shot by Cruz Taylor, a double by Chauncey Callier, and a 2-run dinger for Bo McClintock, his second of the year. And home run number 15 on the season for the Sabre Dogs. What a way to storm back after giving up a run in the top of the inning. So 3 batters, 3 runs for the Sabre Dogs, and that will bring up Nick Mastoni. But before that, we have another mound meeting, which means that is going to be all for Hunter Omlin, who's going to get a no decision. That is just heartbreaking. Went from being up by 4 runs to all of a sudden being tied. So we will send it to commercial break. We'll have the relief pitcher coming up here in just a little bit. You're listening to Sabre Dogs Baseball.
Z94 is Minot's only station for today's hit music. The Z94 audience is an active one, targeting your 18 to 42-year-olds. The Z94 listener is a need-to-know listener. They do product research. From product and customer satisfaction reviews, our Z94 audience has their smart devices at their fingertips. That's why you need to be with Z94, because we're in front of our listeners and your customers with our in-demand services like streaming, podcasts, social media. And since we brand to our specific audience, we know how to market your business. Z94, Minot's only station for today's hit music.
You had a long day? An alcoholic beverage sound good right about now? Souris River Brewing Company has you covered. They use the most locally sourced and freshest ingredients available to create quality beers and food. Souris River Brewing Company sources food and grains from their neighbors to maintain our local economy and to serve you. Be sure to stop by Souris River Brewing Company, a true North Dakota experience.
105.3 The Fox is Minot's only rock station, playing the active rock of today, reaching your male audience 18 to 52, and getting your message to their ears.
I'm listening.
And 105.3 The Fox can be heard on over 2,000 smart devices across the country. And with our iHeartRadio app, from radio to stream, web, and social media, we've got your bases covered. If you're needing to reach a male audience, we are your radio station.
105.3 The Fox.
New pitcher on the mound is Sam Larson for the Whiskey Jacks, as Hunter Omled's day is done. Let's take a look at Sam Larson's stats. He's 0-4 on the year. Started 3 games, pitched in 7 total games. allowed 18 earned runs, 546 earned run average as that one is fouled by Mastoni. Larson with the team high 29 and 2/3 innings pitched with 24 Ks, 15 walks, and 37 hits. Believe it or not, that is not the most on the team. That is held by Christian Arias' 40 hits. There's the 0-1 pitch. That one is grounded foul. Make it 0-2. So Olin's day is done. 5 earned runs, 7 hits. 5 innings pitched, 7 hits, 5 runs, 4 of them earned, 1 walk and 1 strikeout. Stoney is 0 for 2 on the day with a flyout and a ground out. 3 for 11 coming into today. Now a swing and a miss. Was ahead of that breaking ball on the outside edge. 4 strike 3. That'll bring up Tyler Courtney, who reached via an error in the 5th inning. If anyone were to get the most improved award as of right now from first half to second half, it would be Tyler Courtney. First pitch, and strike 1. Had at one point in the season had a batting average of .031, and now it's back up above 200. It's at 205. So still got some work to do to get with the top of the team, but regardless, has worked hard to get all the way back. This one's a grounder to the second baseman. Throw to first in time. Route number 2. Now bring up Justin Henley over 2 on the day.
And brings up the pitcher, number 21, Justin.
Henley is batting 2 for 20 against the Whiskey Jacks and 5 for 50 overall. His other 3 hits all came against the Badlands Big Sticks. First pitch, swing and a miss. Breaking ball from Larson. So Larson started for the Whiskey Jacks back on the first game of the season for the Sabre Dogs. Now 1-1 is the count. Misses inside, make it 2-1. This is the second time that he has faced off against the Sabre Dogs. The first one was a 7-inning pitch, no decision for Larson. The second was when he went 2 2/3 innings. Picked up a no decision as well. This one a grounder at the shortstop Merced. 3 hopper to first in time for the final out. So after 3 consecutive runs for the Sabre Dogs, then 3 consecutive outs for Sam Larson. 2 home runs, 1 by Bruce Taylor and 1 by Bo McClintock. This game is tied. We'll be right back after these messages. More Sabre Dogs baseball.
Trinity Health is a nonprofit healthcare system serving northwest and central North Dakota and eastern Montana. With a care hospital in Minot, more than 40 specialties, several rural health clinics, and a long-term facility, Trinity provides a full complement of healthcare services to the region. Since 1922, they have been committed to looking ahead and improving in ways that provide the best, most compassionate care for their patients, families, and communities. Trinity Health, where their mission is, being committed to preserving and improving the quality of health to the people they serve. Know what's below. Call before you dig. Whether you call 811 or use ITIC to file your locate requests, North Dakota One Call makes sure you're able to navigate the One Call process as easy as possible. Whether you're a professional contractor working on a project or a novice homeowner just installing a fence, contact us every time you dig to ensure no underground lines are damaged. It's easy, and it's the law. Dig safe.
Well, it's a new game. Tied at 5. A solo shot by Cruz Taylor, a double by Chauncey Callier, and a 2-run bomb by Bo McClintock makes it 5-5. Matt Startwell will come out for his second inning of work. Gave up a solo shot in his first batter he faced. After that, 2 strikeouts and a lineout. See him now face the heart of the order. Keegan Schultz, Thomas Alexander, and Blake Fitzgerald. Keegan Schultz comes to plate 0 for 3 with the strikeout and 2 flyouts, and is tonight's K-man of the night here at Corbett Field. He strikes out again. Sabre Dogs fans will get a free 32-ounce drink, courtesy of Dakota Square Tesoro. He already won a 24-ounce drink. Upgraded if he strikes out second time. First pitch misses low for ball 1. No action in the bullpen. Sabre Dogs are going to try to ride out the righty from Minot State. Breaking ball, that one, oh, what a pitch by Starwell. That breaking ball is filthy. It's counted 1-1. Starwell repping his red cleats as he always does. Here's a 1-1 pitch. Fastball in on the hands, fouled. Now 1-2.
Fans, let's get excited. There's 2 strikes on the game, and let's make some noise.
Keegan Schultz coming off a 3 for 8 series against Hubstead. Breaking ball, swing and a strike 3. And 32-ounce drinks for everyone here at Corbett Field. First time that has happened this season where the fans got a 32-ouncer.
That means you get a 32-ounce soft drink now. Be sure to pick up your coupon as you exit the place today.
Sabre Dogs, believe it or not, have a another giveaway that could happen here this evening that has not also yet happened here this evening. 8 runs gives everyone in the house a free donut from Bear Scat Bakehouse, as that one is hit in foul territory. Mastoni trying to track it down, and that one is in foul territory. Mastoni charging hard, unable to make the play, and it'll be 0-1. So Sabre Dogs, the most runs they've gotten in a home game is 6, so they haven't been able to get the fans here 8 runs, unfortunately, but that could change here this evening with 5 after 6. As they put up a 3 spot on the Whiskey Jacks to tie the game at 5 apiece. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball misses in the dirt. 1-1. Here's a 1-1 pitch. Fastball in there on the lower edge of the plate. Make it 1-2. 1 down for the Whiskey Jacks here in the top of the 7th. Trying to fight to get back to 500. 13-14. 1-2. Breaking ball. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That is his 4th K and his first 5 hitters. And that will bring up Blake Fitzgerald, who is 1 for 2 with a single and a walk.
Blake Fitzgerald.
Sets and delivers. Check swing. Pitch was in there for a strike regardless. We get 0-1. Sabre Dogs are 11-10 against opponents in the Lewis Division this season. 10-11 in the month of June. Here's the 0-1. Fastball misses down low. Even count at 1-1. Up in the bottom portion of the inning, it will be Wilson Rubion, Luke Quick, and Mason Dennison. 1-1 pitch. That one is hit at the second baseman, Todd Courtney. Fastball will give them a 3-up, 3-down inning for Matt Starkwell. That'll send us to the bottom of the 7th. We'll send it to a commercial break as we stretch it out. We'll be right back after these messages. Sabre Dogs Baseball, 1390 KRRC.
Planet Pizza has become Minot's premier party location. Whether it's a birthday, team, family, school, or church get-together, they have everything to make your event out of this world. From arcade games to bouncy houses, they provide fun for all ages. Planet Pizza has been Minot's best pizza place for over 20 years. Don't let the fun fool you. Their pizza is fresh and delicious every time. To book a party or to order, call 701-852-1700. The Sleep in Minot is the #1 favorite place to stay when visiting. The Wi-Fi is always free and the breakfast is always hot and delicious. It's also the most convenient hotel for the kids when they want to hang out at the Dakota Splashdown Water Park. For the grown-ups, the hotel is attached to the Dakota Square Mall so you can shop till you drop. Then in the evening, be sure and stop in at the best-kept secret lounge for a drink. The Sleep in Minot is a proud sponsor of the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, the largest sleep in North America, where everyone dreams better.
Sabre Dogs and Whiskey Jacks tied 5 runs apiece. As Sam Larson back out for another inning of work. Started out with 3 up, 3 down, strikeout, 2 ground outs. That was after Hunter Omlin gave up 3 runs and 3 at-bats. Wilson Rubion comes to plate. He is 1 for 1 with a double and a walk. Rubion been one of the most consistent hitters for the Sabre Dogs this season. Coming into today's contest, 3rd in batting average, batting .319. First pitch in there for strike 1. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss, another breaking ball. We get 0-2. Two pitch, misses upstairs, make it 1-2 now. On deck is Luke Wick, and in the hole, Mason Dennison for the Sabre Dogs. Sabre Dogs trying to get the lead here after a 3-run bottom of the 6th. 1-2 pitch. That one in there, strike 3 on the outside corner for out number 1.
Haynes has Fitness is Minot's largest workout gym. Ask is a locally owned gym that has been in business for 14 years. Next batter, the center fielder,
So that will bring up Luke Wick, who is 2 for 3 on the day with a double, a run, and a single, as well as an RBI. Now he's going to bunt, and that one hits him and goes foul. Trying to get down the first base side, trying to be sneaky there. So quick enough guy to where he can possibly get a bunt hit this time, and unsuccessful. So we'll have to readjust the strategies. Now George Loxterkamp heads over to the bullpen. Also over there throwing is Jason Napston, the lefty. The 1 pitch, breaking ball, a little blooper right at the shortstop Merced, caught for out number 2. That'll bring up Mason Dennison, who is 0 for 3, reached in the 5th inning the fielder's choice, also stole a base. Sabre Dogs with 7 hits and 5 runs. Whiskey Jacks with 9 hits and 5 runs with 1 error committed. That one was outside. Ball 1 from Sam Larson. The stretch. Here's the 1-0. That one is hit at the shortstop Merced. Once again, he's been putting in work today. Throw on the run is in time by a half step for out number 3. So strikeout in 2 plays from the shortstop Ryan Merced. That retires Sabre Dogs 1, 2, 3 in the bottom of 7th. So we'll send to the top of the 8th. It'll be the bottom of the order. Forcella, Robinson, and Merced. We'll be right back after this.
El Azteca is authentic Mexican fast food on the go. Their ingredients are always fresh, so you can be sure you'll get the best tacos, burritos, tamales, and more. El Azteca is located at 2035 North Broadway in Minot. Stop in or order online to save time. If you want exclusive coupons and special offers to save more on your next visit, text El Azteca as one word to 21777. El Azteca, the most authentic Mexican food in Minot.
iHeartRadio.
We are Northwest North Dakota's #1 country radio station, 97 Kicks FM, playing a wide variety of today's new country to those country favorites reaching back to the 90s. With the award-winning Bobby Bones Show and a big signal puts your business where it needs to be. We are heard on over 2,000 smart devices across the country with our iHeartRadio app. From radio to streaming, web, and social media, we've got you covered. Our Kicks listeners are current and retired military, farmers and ranchers, working moms, business owners. We are 97 Kicks FM.
Matt Startwell pitching very well, comes back out on the mound for another go at it, has faced 7 hitters, allowed just 1 home run, and then no foibles after that with 4 strikeouts in his final 6 hitters. Let's take a look at his official stat line. Right now he is sitting at 2 innings pitched, 1 hit, 1 earned run, no walk, 4 strikeouts. As he will face the bottom of the order, Porcello, Robinson, and Merced. George Loxterkamp and Jace Mabson warming up in the Sabre Dogs bullpen. Porcello is 1 for 3 on the day with a single and a run. Got that back in the 4th. Sabre Dogs going to try to get out of this one, see if they can't take the lead in the bottom of the 8th. It's got an important half inning coming up right here. Matt Startwell is pitching very well. Breaking ball in there, strike 1, and this is a Beaver versus Beaver matchup. 2 Minot State players going at it. Porcello, outfielder, goes to Minot State. Grew up in Grable, Wyoming, as that one's found out of play. Number 2. For Startwell. 6'2" pitcher from Minot State. Here's the 0-2. And just slaps that one into play. Breaking ball, fooled him. Tough play for Dennison on the run and got him. As that was a very lazy swinging bunt that Porcello was able to somehow get in play. And that will make it 1 down for Hazen Robinson.
Next batter in the center field, number 8, Hayden Robinson.
He's now 0 for 2 on the day. Has a run and a strikeout. First pitch, and there's strike 1. Robinson from Yakima Community College. Base is empty with 1 out for Startwell. That one fouled out of play, making it 0-2. Nobody warming up in the Whiskey Jacks bullpen at the moment. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3 in the dirt. Throw down to first by Henley in time for his 5th strikeout of the game. That will bring up Robbie Merced, who is a perfect 3 for 3 with 2 home runs and 3 RBI with a single and 3 runs.
Number 16, Robbie Merced.
He had 3 hits and 20 at-bats against the Sabre Dogs coming into this game. He was able to double his hit total in just a few swings of the bat tonight. Here's the first pitch to Merced. That one is a check swing. Did he go? No, he did not. That one misses low for ball 1. Startwell sets and delivers. That one also in the dirt. Ball 2. Sabre Dogs will come up with the heart of the order: Cruz Taylor, Chauncey Callier, and Bo McClintock. 3, 4, 5. Exact same order as the 6th inning, which the Sabre Dogs got home run, a double, and a home run. That one is swing and a miss, strike 1, and that one was also in the dirt. Startwell's breaking ball really working for him today. So now he's keeping the Sabre Dogs alive. Here's a 2-1 pitch. Fastball, that one hit to third base. That one is in there, 4 and out by Nick Mastoni. That'll send us to the bottom of the 8th. Once again, 3-4-5, Chris Taylor, Chauncey Callier, Bo McClintock. We'll be right back. Tied game here at Corbett Field.
Inside of your mouth ache? Not brushing as often as you should? Then come on over to Kemet Dental. Kemet Dental prides on their team of highly educated dental professionals and advanced technology. Whether it's advanced dental procedures such as implants, same-day crowns, and sleep apnea, there's no problem they can't fix. Visit their state-of-the-art facility or visit kemetdental.com to learn more. Kemet Dental. We treat more than teeth, we treat people. Don't let bad weather surprise you. Stay informed with KMOT. KMOT is Minot's local NBC affiliate that keeps you in the know for all things weather-related. KMOT also makes sure that you know everything important happening in the Minot community. Want to see the latest Twins highlights? Check out KMOT's professional sports coverage, as well as their local and collegiate sports. KMOT, your news leader.
Chris Taylor will come to the plate. He is 1 for 3 with a solo shot back in the 6th inning. So I'll take a look at the scores around the league. Pierre Trappers and the Spirit of Sasquatch in Game 2 of their doubleheader. Sasquatch lead 4-2, trying to get vengeance after losing the first game 5-3. West Nebraska leads Hastings 15-6. That game is in the top of the 6th inning. First pitch, Chris Taylor in there for strike 1. Casper Horseheads lead 9-2 over the Badlands Big Sticks in the top of 7th. Excuse me. Fremont leads Hub City 6-4 in the bottom of the 9th. Fremont trying to hold on and give the Sabre Dogs some separation. That was a breaking ball that misses inside. Even count 1-1. Sabre Dogs and Whiskey Jacks here in the bottom of the 8th, tied at 5 runs apiece, thanks to a 3-run bottom of the 6th by the Sabre Dogs, led off by a solo shot by this man, Bruce Taylor, and a double by Chauncey Callier, immediately followed by a 2-run home run by Bo McClintock. This one is put in play. Thought that one's going to be foul. Throw over to first. Be in time by the third baseman Keegan Schultz for out number 1. Hit the very tip of the bat by Bruce Taylor. Was unaware that that was put into play somehow. Callier is 2 for 3 with a double, a single, an RBI, and 2 stolen bases, as well as a run. First pitch. Now misses up and away for ball 1. Here's a 1-0. Now foul back, even the count at 1-1. Bases are empty. 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th. Sabre Dogs, Whiskey Jacks tied at 5 runs apiece. Here's a 1-1 pitch. This is the one away for ball 2. Bo McClintock on deck for the Sabre Dogs. Towards right field, backing up is Harris. And he fights that one off. To right field, will be caught for out number 2. That'll bring up Bo McClintock, who got the tying run. He is 1 for 3 on the day with that bomb, as well as a strikeout and a flyout. Can he do something again here in the 8th? First pitch, that one's grounded into left field for a base hit. And Bo McClintock with a 2-out single. And that'll bring up Nick Mastoni. 4 for 3 on the day. I'd love to get him going here. sets and delivers. First pitch upstairs, ball 1. The leading runner on at first. Stoney coming to the plate. 1-0 count. Sabre Dogs, Whiskey Jacks tied at 5. Here in the bottom of the 8th. Here's the pitch. Now check swing. That ball was in there. To keep the count up at 1-1. Larson sets. And he deals. That one is fouled back. Make it 1-2. Sam Larson also goes to Minot State, and a man who normally would play, Jackson McCorney, also goes to Minot State. He gets tonight off. We'll probably see him tomorrow. Team center / right fielder. That one grounded foul. Also listed, he plays first base some. Now it's now 1-2. Well, it'll stay at 1-2 after that foul by Stoney. Oxtercamp and Mapson continue to warm up in the Sabre Dogs bullpen. Larson sets, looks at first, and deals. Allen fouled off once again into the backstop for once again a 1-2 count coming up. Fans, be sure not to miss out on the 2019 Expedition League All-Star Game, July 16th, brought to you by Farmers Union Insurance, or the 2019 Expedition League Home Run Derby, brought to you by Visit Minot. Tons of family fun coming up during the All-Star break, as that was fouled out of play by Nick Mastoni. Once again at 1-2, that is 4 straight fouls by Mastoni. He continues to fight to try to get that pitch that he wants. Here we go again. McClintock goes. That pitch is outside. Throw under second, way off to the right. And backing him up is Robinson in center field. So a stolen base for Bo McClintock. How about the first baseman from Point University? That's his first stolen base of the year. Only player on the roster who consistently plays that doesn't have a stolen base is Jace Edwards. Probably need to tell him that. And now Mastoni wants time. Sets, and he deals. Swing and a miss, strike 3 got him, and that will end the inning. So we are still tied as the Sabre Dogs leave one man stranded. We will head to the top of the 9th. The Sabre Dogs lead it, or rather tied with the Wheat City Whiskey Jacks. We'll be right back.
Attention Sabre Dogs fans, July 15th is the 2019 Expedition League Home Run Derby, brought to you by Visit Minot. Watch the best sluggers in the league duke it out for first place. Want to know where the best eateries are in town? Visit minot.org. Want to find where the best hotels are? Visit minot.org. Trying to find the perfect place to shop and see the latest events in Minot? You know the drill. Visit minot.org. Visit Minot is a proud supporter of the Sabre Dogs and a sponsor of the 2019 Expedition League Home Run Derby. Check out visitminot.org today.
iHeartRadio.
910 AM KCJB is Minot's Heritage AM full-service information station, supported by the classic country favorites. KCJB listeners are ranchers and farmers and business owners. From egg reports and markets to compelling information, we are 910 AM KCJB, home of the Minnesota Twins, Minot State, and Minot High Sports. We are 910 AM KCJB, Minot's news and information station.
Made at the top of the 9th, and it will be Chase Grillo who is in for the Sabre Dogs. That was a Lockstreet game that came in, and they swapped him out for Grillo. So Grillo comes into this game with 4 games under his belt already, despite being here for not more than 2 weeks. Grillo has allowed 3 earned runs in 5 innings for an ERA of 5.40. He has 6 strikeouts, 3 walks, and 6 hits for a whip of 180 and 10.8 strikeouts per 9 innings. As they will most likely be having Mapston come in for the close. I believe that was why he was loosening up, so that way if the Sabre Dogs did take the lead that previous inning, he could bring him in and shut down the Whiskey Jacks in the top of the 9th. Instead, we can see extras once again. We'll see what happens. Grillo sets. First pitch in there, strike 1 to the leadoff hitter, Miles Harris. Matt Startwell's day is done. He did a fantastic job. 3 innings, just 1 hit. That was a solo home run, so they have the 1 earned run. As that pitch misses, even the count 1-1. And no walks and 5 strikeouts. So Startwell will get a no decision. 1-1 pitch. That one is low. We'll make it 2-1. So 1, 2, 3 hitters for the Whiskey Jacks. Miles Harris, Jaden Kay, and Lucas Allen. As Harris comes to this at bat, 1 for 3. That one hit high in the air. That one will be drifting towards left field. And that will be caught for out number 1 by Cruz Taylor. Now bring up Jaden Kay, who is 2 for 4 with 2 RBI and 2 singles. Sabre Dogs have 8 hits with their 5 runs, and the Whiskey Jacks have 9 hits with 1 error defensively. That one misses outside, ball 1. Sabre Dogs in the bottom of the 9th will have Tyler Courtney, Justin Henley, and Wilson Rubion. Once again, the bottom of the order. Swing and a miss. Strike 1 to even the count. Nobody on, 1 out for Grillo. That one misses low and away. Make it 2-1. Grillo working from the stretch here. Pitch. That one hit towards right field. Slicing foul by just a few feet in right field. Trappers have taken the lead against the Spearfish Sasquatch in the top of the 7th. It is now 7-4. So Trappers trying to sweep the Spearfish at home today, as that game will go just 7 innings. Fremont leads Hub City 6-4 in the bottom of the 9th still. I believe that one's probably final. It's been in the bottom of the 9th for quite a while. Is that one a check swing? Did he go? Yes, he did for strike 3. Now bring up Lucas Allen, 0 for 4 on the day. Other scores around the league: West Nebraska leads Hastings 15-6 in the bottom of the 6th. And Casper still leads big over the Big Sticks, 9-2 in the top of the 8th. So Sabre Dogs trying to get a game up on the Badlands Big Sticks. Currently 7 games out, trying to make it 6 that they can win and Big Sticks can lose. That breaking ball, swing and a miss, strike 1. So Grillo trying to continue what Startwell got going. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Grillo. That one hit up the middle, and that will be fielded by the shortstop Dennison. Turnaround throw, and it's in time for the play. Oh my goodness! Mason Dennison gets a slow grounder, turns and fades away, and gets it in time, and a great scoop by Bo McClintock for out number 3. Oh my goodness! So that'll send us to the bottom of the 9th with some momentum on their side. And once again, it'll be the 79 hitters, Tyler Courtney, Justin Henley, and Wilson Rubion. We will be right back after these messages on Sabre Dogs Baseball.
Baseball is America's game. It brings people together, and there's nothing better for community than people coming together. Thank you, Sabre Dogs, for providing entertainment, a family-friendly environment, and good sportsmanship to our town. These simple moments, sharing time with loved ones, create everlasting memories, and will always be in the cheering section, rooting for the home team. First Western Bank and Trust, we're not just here for you, we are you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Forward Communication provides you an opportunity to get your message heard on radio stations all across the region. They have several syndicated radio reports you can partner on, including Ag Issues, which gives an agronomy perspective to regional agriculture, Outdoor Issues, which discusses North Dakota hunting and fishing, and Training Camp Today, which gives listeners an inside look at Minnesota Vikings training camp. Call Forward Communication at 720-0007. That's 720-0007.
We're back, and the Sabre Dogs and the Whiskey Jacks still tied at 5 with Tyler Courtney coming to the plate. Sabre Dogs trying to get a game up on the Badlands Big Sticks. First pitch in there, strike one to Tyler Courtney. Currently 0 for 3 on the day. Reached via an error and came around to score in the 5th inning as that one fouled back into the parking lot. Will it come back? It's going to come back, and it will be caught by Bradley Spooner, a junior from UNLV, likely to go pro. Fantastic relief pitcher from Sabre Dogs. Here's the 0-2. And that one misses up high and make it 1-2. See if the Sabre Dogs can win this one in regulation. 1-2 pitch. That one missed outside. Ball 2 to even the count. Tim Larson still on the mound for the Whiskey Jacks. That one is hit towards right field and foul into the Sabre Dogs bullpen. Larson has went 3 innings, 1 hit, no earned runs, no walks, and 3 strikeouts. Now we got a dude jogging over to the Whiskey Jacks bullpen. That is Chris Benefield from Oklahoma City College. And that one, a breaking ball hit to center field, shallow, and it is going to be caught by Jaden Kane for out number 1. That one hung just a little bit too much. Now I'll bring up Justin Henley, who was 0 for 3 on the day with 3 groundouts. See if he can pull off a big-time play here. He has struggled this season. See if he can't turn that around with a swing of the bat. First pitch. This is outside, ball 1. Wilson Rubion on the mound. On deck. He's 1 for 2 so far today. That one is outside, make it 2-0. Larson working from the stretch. The lefty delivers. That one is a blooper. That'll be foul behind the plate. That one's going to come back. Just misses the Whiskey Jacks dugout. Lefty from Minot State goes to work with no base runners and 1 out. Bottom of the 9th. Breaking ball, misses low. They get 3-1. Brock Bauckham, third base coach for the Sabre Dogs, gives him the sign and steps back in. Here's the pitch. Now foul back. Count is now full. One swing of the bat could win it for the Sabre Dogs. Here in the bottom of the ninth. If not, we go to extras for the third time this season. 3-2 pitch. Is upstairs, ball 4. And now bring up Wilson Rubion. We're going to have a pinch runner, and that will be Philip Childs, number 17 for the Sabre Dogs. Number 19, rather. Great decision by head coach Corey Thompson to put in one of the fastest runners for the Sabre Dogs. Childs batting .305 on the year with 9 stolen bases, which is tied for the second most on the team. The thing is, he's been here for way fewer games than some of these other Sabre Dogs. That pitch in there for strike 1 to Rubion. 15 games that now Childs has played in. He started 14. Here's the 0-1, and actually going to throw back over. Childs gets his lead. Another throw back over to first. Whiskey Jacks cannot afford Childs to steal second here. Once again, we are tied here in the bottom of the ninth. Sabre Dogs trying to win it. We run on first. 0-1 count to Wilson Rubion with 1 out. Runner goes. This one hit in the air. That one's going to be in foul territory. Will it stay in? It will. Caught by the third baseman, Keegan Schultz, for out number 2. Big play right there. And a huge sigh of relief for Sam Larson. That'll bring up Luke Quick. First pitch, an eye in the air, and that one's going to get out of play behind the plate for strike 1. Quick is 2 for 4. He has an RBI single and a double with a run. Played in 1 game against the Horseheads, was 0 for 4. So really trying to bring himself back here. Is now a lob over to first. Check up on Childs. Pinch runner after a walk to Justin Henley. Sabre Dogs have the fewest walks in the entire league. As the walk to Wilson Rubion in the 5th inning was actually walk number 100 of the season. That one fell back into the screen for strike 2. Counts out 0-2. Larson sets and deals. That one swing and a miss ahead of that breaking ball for strike 3, and that will end the inning. So Sabre Dogs strand a runner. We will send it to the top of the 10th. Listening to Sabre Dogs Baseball on 1390 KRRZ.
iHeartRadio. Z94 is Minot's only station for today's hit music. The Z94 audience is an active one, targeting your 18 to 42-year-olds. The Z94 listener is a need-to-know listener. They do product research. From product and customer satisfaction reviews, our Z94 audience has their smart devices at their fingertips. That's why you need to be with Z94, because we're in front of our listeners and your customers with our in-demand services like streaming, podcasts, social media. And since we brand to our specific audience, we know how to market your business. Z94, Minot's only station for today's hit music.
You had a long day? An alcoholic beverage sound good right about now? Sewers River Brewing Company has you covered. They use the most locally sourced and freshest ingredients available to create quality beers and food. Souris River Brewing Company sources food and grains from their neighbors to maintain our local economy and to serve you. Be sure to stop by Souris River Brewing Company, a true North Dakota experience.
We are back as we enter extra innings. We are tied at 5 runs apiece. As for the Sabre Dogs, they will put Chase Grillo back out onto the mound. As for the Whiskey Jacks, it will be Lucas Allen, be the runner on second base.
Ladies and gentlemen, now behind the plate for your Sabre Dogs, number 17, Alex Hay.
Alex Hay is now the catcher after Justin Henley.
17, now catcher.
Justin Henley was pinch ran for the previous half inning. So it'll be Lucas Allen on at second and Keegan Schultz, the cleanup hitter, batting for the Whiskey Jacks. Well, I guess, I thought the previous rule was that they had to put the previous hitter on at second base, but I guess that is not the case because they are going to put Jace Bailey on at second base. So Schultz will lead off. Thomas Alexander on deck and Fitzgerald in the hole. So Keegan Schultz comes to the plate. He is 0 for 4 on the day. 2 strikeouts. Sabre Dogs are a perfect 2-0 in extras this season. One of those games being against the Whiskey Jacks in 11 innings. That one in there for strike 1. Grillo sets, gets ready for the 0-1 pitch. Back at second, Schultz, and delivers. Breaking ball in there, strike 2. Go. Chase Grillo sets and unloads. That one outside. A pitch out. Make it 1-2 as Alex Hay steps near the left-handed batter's box to make that play. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball misses up and in. Even the count 2-2. Take a look at some of the scores around the league. West Nebraska leads Hastings 19-6 in the top of the 7th. Horseheads extend their lead 12-2. And as for the Moo and the Hot Shots, pretty sure that game is over. It has been in the bottom of the 9th for quite a while. No change of score there. So the Moo beat the Hot Shots 6-4. And the Trappers lead 7-4 over the Spearfish Sasquatch. Pretty sure that game is also final. This one's hit towards right field. It'll be caught by Wilson Rubion, and he will hold at second base. That'll bring up Thomas Alexander. 1 for 3 on the day. Was hit by a pitch and got a single. Jace Bailey on second for the Sabre Dogs. Rather for the Whiskey Jacks.
Correction, the lead runner on second is number 22, Jace Bailey.
Bailey gets his lead. Here's a pitch. Breaking ball. Misses. Ball 1. Tyler Corney on at second, trying to hold on, Bailey. Big game for the Sabre Dogs, trying to gain some ground on the Hot Shots and the Big Sticks, who both lost today. Correction, getting some ground on the Hot Shots. That pitch is in there. Even the count 1-1. Trying to gain ground on the Big Sticks and get some separation from the Hot Shots, to clarify. Hot Shots are now 8 games out of first. Actually, since the Big Sticks lost, they are still 7.5 games out of first. 1-1 pitch. That one misses somewhere. Maybe a little bit low, maybe a little bit away. Make the count 2-1. from the stretch. Taking a while to get the signal, and now steps off. Whiskey Jacks trying to bring around Jace Bailey from second. 1 out here in the top of the 10th. 2 on pitch, and there's strike 2 to even the count. Here comes the 2-2 pitch from Grillo, and now Alexander wants time. Grillo taking quite a while to get his signals from Alex Hay. That one is hit fair at the first baseman. Clintock touches first, and he will not make the throw over to third. So that will be out number 2. That will bring up Thomas Fitzgerald. Excuse me, Blake Fitzgerald, rather. So Bailey on third, with 2 outs here on the top of the 10th. Tied 5-5. Coming up for the Sabre Dogs in the 10th inning, it will be Mason Dennison, Cruz Taylor, and Chauncey Callier. The first pitch misses for ball 1. Here's the 1-0. That one in there for strike 1. Evens the count. Fitzgerald, the left-handed catcher. 1 for 3 on the day with a single, and that one misses low for ball 2. Fitzgerald 0 for 5 coming into today. Got his first hit of the season. And now stands in with a 2-1 count against Chase Grillo with a runner on third. Here in the top of the 10th, that one fouled out of play, even if the count at 2-2. Here we go. Once again, here's a 2-2, and now Fitzgerald wants time as Grillo still taking a while to get his signals from the catcher Alex Hay. Got a man warming up in the Sabre Dogs bullpen. Not really warming up, just kind of standing up and moving around a little bit. Here's a 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that will end the inning. So a runner on second, and Mason Dennison, Bruce Taylor, and Chauncey Callier will come to the plate, and Jace Grillo is fired up as he gets a swarm of hugs and high fives from his teammates. The Sabre Dogs trying to snap a 3-game losing streak. We'll be right back with the bottom of the 10th. You're listening to Sabre Dogs Baseball.
Inside of your mouth ache? Not brushing as often as you should? Then come on over to Kemet Dental. Kemet Dental prides on their team of highly educated dental professionals and advanced technology. Whether it's advanced dental procedures such as implants, same-day crowns, and sleep apnea, there's no problem they can't fix. Visit their state-of-the-art facility or visit kemetdental.com to learn more. Kemet Dental. We treat more than teeth, we treat people. Don't let bad weather surprise you. Stay informed with KMOT. KMOT is Minot's local NBC affiliate that keeps you in the know for all things weather-related. KMOT also makes sure that you know everything important happening in the Minot community. Want to see the latest Twins highlights? Check out KMOT's professional sports coverage, as well as their local and collegiate sports. KMOT, your news leader.
New pitcher for the Weed City Whiskey Jacks is number 9, Brandon Thomas. He's come comes in for Sam Larson. This is just the third pitcher that the Whiskey Jacks have gone through. Sam Larson's day is done. As he did a fantastic job of keeping the Sabre Dogs in check after Homeland allowed 3 runs. Larson is done after 4 innings of work. He allowed just 1 hit, 1 walk, no runs, and fanned 4 Sabre Dogs hitters. So Luke Quick will be the runner on at second. So I think I had it right. The previous batter in the last inning will come and be the pinch runner. So that means that Jace Bailey is coming in to hit third for the Whiskey Jacks if he comes around once again. So Quick starts on at second, and Dennison comes to plate, not having himself the best day, but change that right here. He's 0 for 4. First pitch. Getting the bunt down, and that one was fouled down the first base side. It was hit in the air a little bit. Dangerous play as always. Here comes the first pitch. No, the second pitch. That one's a bunt down to the first base and throw over to third. And they get him? Yes, they did. Oh my goodness, what a play. Thomas Alexander with the play of the game to get the lead runner out at third. So that'll bring up Cruz Taylor, runner on first for the Sabre Dogs after a heads-up play by Thomas Alexander. First pitch gets away from the catcher, and that's going to allow the runner Mason Dennison to get to second base via a wild pitch. So we lead off where we started. Once again, a runner on second, but now with 1 out. As the throw gets behind Blake Fitzgerald.
Let's go, crush it! Let's crush it!
This is Thomas's 3rd game of the season. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That one in there for strike 1 to even count. Thomas is 0-1 with 2 earned runs in 2 innings. An ERA of 9. 1 strikeout, no walks, and 2 hits. Very large and active crowd here at Corbett Field. Cheering on their Sabre Dogs, trying to get back to 500. Breaking ball, misses up and away. Making 1-2. Runner on second is Mason Dennison. Sabre Dogs and Whiskey Jacks tied 5-5 here in the bottom of the 10th. Thomas sets and delivers. Now foul back into the screen, even up the count, 2-2. Clock has struck 10. We've been playing for 3 hours here at Corbett Field. Longest game of the season was a 3-hour, 22-minute affair in Brandon, Manitoba. That was between the Sabre Dogs and the Whiskey Jacks. That was the first extra inning game of the season for the Sabre Dogs. Here's a 2-2 pitch, and now the pitcher, Brandon Thomas, is going to step off. Those of you just joining us, lead runner was Luke Quick. He got thrown out at third thanks to a heads-up play by Thomas Alexander, the first baseman for the Whiskey Jacks. That pitch misses upstairs. Now make the count full for Cruz Taylor. Taylor 1 for 4 with his solo home run back in the 6th inning. Winning run on at second for the Sabre Dogs here in the bottom of the 10th. Thomas sets and delivers. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 got him. Now 2 outs for Chauncey Callier. Chauncey can still win it here. Mason Dennison, a very quick base runner. A single deep enough should do it. First pitch fouled near the Sabre Dogs dugout for strike 1. It's a low pitch, fastball. Piscarillo with 2 fantastic innings in relief. He's got us to where we are now. Whiskey Jacks have not gotten a run since the top of the 6th. Actually, hasn't been a single run since the bottom of the 6th. Here we go. Here is the 0-1 to Chauncey Callier. Breaking ball hit into left field, base hit. And Dennison will hold at third as that was hit into shallow left field. Nice play by the left fielder for the Whiskey Jacks, but we have the winning run now at third base as Chauncey has another 3-hit day. That'll bring up Bo McClintock. Had a 2-run home run rather, back in the 6th inning. So not a lot of substitutions here for the Sabre Dogs, and they're actually going to intentionally walk McClintock here. Let's see who they will bring out to hit here. And it looks like it's going to be Jace Edwards coming out. Once again, an intentional walk for Bo McClintock will load the bases. Jace Edwards will come in. Edwards batting 6 for 32 on the year, 188 batting average. He is 0 for 5 against the Horseheads this past weekend. And against the Whiskey Jacks, he is 1 for 4.
Jace Edwards.
So Edwards is pinch hitting for Nick Mastoni, and he will play third base if this game continues. Bases loaded with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 9th here on 1390 KRRZ. First pitch. That one misses inside. Ball 1, and this dugout is into it. Whiskey Jacks dugout, they are on the edge of their seats. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Brandon Thomas. Swing and a miss, big cut, making it 1-1. Brandon Thomas with an ERA of 9. 2 earned runs in 2 innings. Wind up. And the pitch. In the dirt. Ball 2. Sabre Dogs don't have anyone on deck. It would be Tyler Courtney. Here's a 2-1. That one grounded into left or to the third base and throw to first in time for the final out. And the Whiskey Jacks escape the bottom of the 10th. They leave 3 stranded. We will go to the top of the 11th coming up after this short break.
Z94 is Minot's only station for today's hit music. The Z94 audience is an active one, targeting your 18 to 42-year-olds. The Z94 listener is a need-to-know listener. They do product research. From product and customer satisfaction reviews, our Z94 audience has their smart devices at their fingertips. That's why you need to be with Z94, because we're in front of our listeners and your customers with our in-demand services like streaming, podcasts, social media. And since we brand to our specific audience, we know how to market your business. Z94, Minot's only station for today's hit music.
You had a long day? An alcoholic beverage sound good right about now? Souris River Brewing Company has you covered. They use the most locally sourced and freshest ingredients available to create quality beers and food. Souris River Brewing Company sources food and grains from their neighbors to maintain our local economy and to serve you. Be sure to stop by Souris River Brewing Company, a true North Dakota experience.
Chase Grillo back on the mound for the Sabre Dogs, going for his third frame as the Whiskey Jacks try to extend, or rather trying to end their losing streak, which right now sits at 3 games. The Sabre Dogs are trying to do the same here. We are tied at 5-5. As now leading off is Reagan Doss. And going in there to run for the Whiskey Jacks is Blake Fitzgerald. So here we go. Here's the first pitch from Chase Grillo, and McClintock charging early for the bunt, and now lets that one go. Is on the south side, ball one.
Whiskey Jacks is number 15, Regan Doss. The lead runner at second base is number 4, Blake Fitzgerald.
Here we go. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Grillo with Blake Fitzgerald on at second. The pitch. That one's a bunt to the third baseman. Scooped, throw in time. Edwards. A little bit of a wide throw, but the job is done for the Whiskey Jacks. They advance to man to third with 1 out. So that's the only problem with this rule change. If you do integrate this into the majors, then you almost automatically have a sacrifice bunt to get a guy over to third, and then a sac fly. I mean, it's almost an automatic run almost every single time. So Hayden Stark-Kennison is intentionally walked.
That will bring up the shortstop, number 16, Robbie Merced.
And that will bring up Robbie Merced, who has had himself a heck of a day. 3 for 4 with 2 home runs. Also has 3 runs. Miles Harris is in the hole, led off today's game. The runners on the corners. First pitch, and there's strike 1. Grillo in a pickle here. Sabre Dogs will have the 7, 8, 9 hitters coming up. The 1 pitch, that one in there for strike 2 on the outside corner. And a strikeout would be huge for Grillo right here. Again, the batter is Robbie Merced, 3 for 4 with 2 home runs, 3 RBI, and 3 runs. So now Merced steps off. Gets back in the batter's box. 5-5 our score here in the top of the 11th. Merced's Big Sticks game has been finalized. 12-2 the score there. West Nebraska leads 20-6, and now Grillo steps off the mound. Again, 20-6. West Nebraska leads Hastings in the bottom of the 7th. And then Fremont beat Hope City 6-4. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. That one misses a little bit low, and an easy steal for Hayden Stark-Kennison. So now runners on second and third with a 1-2 count with 1 out to Robbie Merced. That was a bold, bold move of taking that pitch, as that was on lower edge of the strike zone. go. Here is the 1-2 pitch coming up from Chase Grillo. Infield in. That one is fouled out of play. Everyone is in on the infield green turf. I was going to say infield grass, but it is all turf here at Corbett Field. It was installed 2 years ago. 1-2 pitch once again coming up from Chase Grillo. From the stretch, the pitch. Now he misses upstairs, even the count 2-2. And talk about a great at-bat so far from Merced. Comes into today's game batting just 188 and batting 3 for 20 against the Sabre Dogs and got 3 hits in his first 3 tries. And the Sabre Dogs are 2-0 against teams in extras and 1-0 against the Whiskey Jacks. Swing and miss, strike 3. And that is out number 2. Swung at some high cheese. So now runners on second and third with 2 down. That'll bring up Miles Harris.
Next man in the center field, number 6, Miles Harris.
Harris is 1 for 4 with a double and 2 strikeouts with a walk. Left-handed outfielder for the for the Whiskey Jacks. First pitch, fouled off the mask of Alex Hay, and the home plate umpire will give Alex Hay some extra time to shake it off as head coach Corey Thompson comes out and makes sure he's all right. Alex Hay shakes his head and says, "I'm good, coach. Leave me in here." Well, I don't read lips. Also, the back of his head is facing me, so I couldn't quite tell if that was what he said. Regardless, he stays in the game. 0-1 count to Miles Harris. 2 downers on second and third here in the top of the 11th. Score 5-5. And now Grillo steps off. As Blake Fitzgerald making an extra effort to distract Grillo from third base. The pitch. Now it misses outside, ball 1. Even the count. See, to me, if this were to be integrated into the majors, I would consider having runner on second with 1 out, or runner on first maybe, as that pitch misses as well, like a 2-1. Rather that, or just have the runner start on first. Because, I mean, like I said, if you do this in the majors, you get a butt down, sac fly, easy run every single time. And you just go back and forth. So you wouldn't be able to change much. 2-1 pitch. That one, breaking ball in there, strike 2. Nice curveball on the outside corner to even the count. On deck is Jaden Kay. That one misses up and away. Make the count full, trying to get him to chase. So a walk would load the bases. A strikeout would end the inning. Blake Fitzgerald, the catcher for the Whiskey Jacks on at third. And now it's in there, strike 3! Chase Grillo escapes runners on second and third with 1 out. And we will head to the bottom of the 11th. We will be right back with more Sabre Dogs baseball.
Trinity Health is a nonprofit healthcare system serving northwest and central North Dakota and eastern Montana. With a care hospital in Minot, more than 40 specialties, several rural health clinics, and a long-term facility, Trinity provides a full complement of healthcare services to the region. Since 1922, they have been committed to looking ahead and improving in ways that provide the best, most compassionate care for their patients, families, and communities. Trinity Health, where their mission is, being committed to preserving and improving the quality of health to the people they serve. Know what's below. Call before you dig. Whether you call 811 or use ITIC to file your locate requests, North Dakota One Call makes sure you're able to navigate the One Call process as easy as possible. Whether you're a professional contractor working on a project or a novice homeowner just installing a fence, contact us every time you dig to ensure no underground lines are damaged. It's easy, and it's the law. dig safe.
Tyler Courtney will lead off for the Sabre Dogs to start the bottom of the 11th. So far in this game, Courtney yet to get a hit. As of right now, sitting at 0 for 4 with a run, reached via an error back in the 5th inning rather, and came around to score. Nobody on deck. We will await to see if the order continues for the Sabre Dogs. Phil Childs set to be on deck. We'll see, like I said, we'll see if that is going to, or excuse me, not Phil Childs, that'll be Alex Hay. My mistake. Here is the first pitch to Courtney, trying to get a bunt down, and they do. However, the runner will not advance, and throw over to first will be past the first baseman. Here's Edwards, and he will stay at second. Throw was into right field, and Edwards was told to hold up by third base coach Brock Bauckham. So the second time today, Tyler Courtney has reached via an error. Now an intentional walk for Alex Hay. We'll put him on first. That will load the bases for Wilson Rubion. Rubion is 1 for 3 with a double all the way back in the 3rd inning. His first at bat. Number 9 hitter for the Sabre Dogs. It'll be Luke Quick, Mason Dennison after Rubion, if necessary. First pitch, misses outside, ball 1. Bases loaded with no outs. All he needs is a fly ball to the outfield, and that'll win it. See if he can pull it off. Here comes the 1-0. That one in there, strike 1 to even the count. That was on the outside edge. Crowd here at Corbett Field not liking that. Sabre Dogs and Whiskey Jacks will go back at it again tomorrow at 7:05. Game 2 of the series. Here comes the 1-1 from Brandon Thomas. That one in there, strike 2 to make it count 1-2. 5 hits, 9 runs for both teams. Only exception is Whiskey Jacks have 2 defensive errors. Sabre Dogs have none. Edwards on third, Courtney on second, Alex Hay on first. Here's the windup in the pitch. 1-2 count, nobody out. Now one misses outside, check swing, didn't go. Now even the count at 2-2. What a wild one this has been. Sabre Dogs trying to go to 3-0 in extra innings. There we go. Here is the 2-2 pitch from Brandon Thomas. That one is fouled out of play off the screen into the Whiskey Jacks dugout. They'll stay 2-2. Got a guy warming up in the Sabre Dogs bullpen. Members of the Sabre Dogs bullpen all coming to the fence to watch and see if they can pull off a win right here. Wilson Rubion the batter. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Upstairs, misses for both 3. Count is now full. Matt Startwell has the Powerade cooler ready. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Oh, it's in there, strike 3. Wow, on the outside corner. Oh my goodness. Everyone in here thought that that was ball 4, including myself. But instead, 1 out now for Luke Quick. Quick is 2 for 5 with the double, a run, and an RBI single with 2 lineouts and a strikeout. Now, coming into discussing things over with Brandon Thomas is the catcher, Blake Fitzgerald. Sabre Dogs have picked up a half game up on the Big Sticks. They're now 6.5 out. See if they can pick up that other half game right here. All the Dogs need is a fly out to the outfield deep enough to bring home the runner on third, Jace Edwards. Wind up and the pitch. Swinging, this one hit in the air towards left field. It's in shallow left field in foul territory. And that will get out of here for foul. That was close. So just strike one for Luke Quick. A long, high, anxiety-filled strike. The Sabre Dogs have not played further than 11 innings this season. By 2 games and extras, one ended in the 11th and one ended in the 10th. Sabre Dogs are 1-0 in extras here at home, 1-0 on the road. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Luke Quick. That one fouled back. And that'll make it 0-2. Brandon Thomas trying to get out of the jam here. Thomas has went 1 1/3 innings. He's allowed just 1 hit. No earned runs, no walks, and 2 strikeouts. Has not been a single run scored since the bottom of the 6th inning by either team. Here's the 0-2. Outside, ball 1. That one missed up and away. PA announcer / producer Scott Topaz getting the crowd fired up here. Here is the 1-2 pitch. That one fouled out of play. It'll stay 1-2. Mason Dennison on deck if necessary. Situation here, bottom of the 11th. Luke Quick at the plate. Bases loaded, 1 out. 1-2 count. Thomas working from the windup once again. Here's the pitch. Upstairs, ball 2 to even the count. Luke Quick batted .387 in his JUCO college in Northern Oklahoma. This past year, he'll be going to the University of Oklahoma to pursue his baseball career at the Division I level. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Hit high in the air towards center field. Shallow center field. Will it be enough? It is caught. Edwards will tag. The throw to the plate will be not in time. Sabre Dogs win. Trent Hamilton is furious, but the Sabre Dogs have just won the game. Edwards slides under the tag, and a walk-off flyout from Luke Quick wins it in 11 innings. Final score, Sabre Dogs 6, Whiskey Jacks 5. This game goes 3 hours and 19 minutes. Sabre Dogs improved to 14-14 on the season. A bold move for Jason Edwards to tag on that play. That was a shallow fly ball into left center field. It was caught, and the throw was not in time. It was a very close play at the plate, but Edwards got under the tag was the call. Connor Lloyd and Eric Swift, the 2 umpires here this evening at Corbett Field. So once again, the final score, Sabre Dogs 6, and the Whiskey Jacks 5. We will have the stats and some interviews coming up for you after the break. You're listening to Sturgis Valley Sabre Dogs Baseball on 1390 KRRZ.
Audio Jungle. 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 Audio Jungle.
Sabre Dogs win it 6-5 back here at Corbett Field. An exciting, thrilling finish. Here are some of your stats from tonight's contest, starting with the Whiskey Jacks. Moss Harris goes 1 for 5 with a walk and 3 strikeouts. Jaden Kay goes 2 for 5 with 2 RBI. Lucas Allen 0 for 5 with 2 strikeouts. Keegan Schultz also 0 for 5. Thomas Alexander goes 1 for 4. Blake Fitzgerald 1 for 4. Reagan Doss has a plate appearance, but he came in and got a hit by pitch. Hazel Kinnison came in, he came in and walked in the 11th inning. Ryan Merced was 3 for 5 with 2 home runs and 3 RBI. Dawson Forcello was 1 for 4. His day was finished early as he had 1 run, and Hazen Robinson was 0 for 3 with a run. On the mound was Hunter Omlid. 5 innings pitched, 7 hits, 4 earned runs, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout. Sam Larson, 4 innings pitched, 1 hit, no earned runs, 1 walk, and 4 strikeouts. And as for Brandon Thomas, he is the losing pitcher for the day. 1 2/3 innings pitched with 1 hit, 1 run was not earned because the runner scoring was not earned. No walks and 2 strikeouts. As for the Sabre Dogs, Luke Quick was 2 for 5 with a run and 2 RBI. Mason Dennison was 0 for 5. Bruce Taylor 1 for 5 with an RBI and a run. Chauncey Callier was 3 for 5 as he had himself a solid day with a run and an RBI. Bo McClintock 2 for 4, 2 RBI, 1 run. Tyler Courtney was 0 for 4 with a run. Alex Hay was 0 for 0 today. Wilson Rubion 1 for 4. Nick Mastoni came in, was 0 for 4. Justin Henley was 0 for 2, and Philip Childs was 0 for 0. Marcelo, 5 innings pitched. Got the start, 8 hits, 4 earned runs, 2 strikeouts, 2 walks, and 5 strikeouts. And Matt Starwell, an excellent relief outing, 3 innings pitched. 1 hit, 1 earned run, no walks, and 5 strikeouts. And Chase Grillo finishing things off, he is the winning pitcher with 3 innings pitched, with no earned runs, no walks, no hits, 4 strikeouts. I'm now joined by the man who scored the final run. Jace, how you doing, buddy?
Doing good. How about you?
Absolutely fantastic. So you didn't start the game, but you came in relief. What was that like to see your team rally behind you like that?
It was really fun. Like, obviously, you dream about moments like that getting in. Obviously, it didn't work out. Took a good cut. Kind of wish Coach would let me know a little earlier. We'll get a little bit more dialed in, but it was fun nonetheless.
So you were the winning run. You were on third base. You have a fly ball going to left field. What's going through your head?
We were establishing pre-pitch, like even a shallow fly ball like the one was hit. Like we were going to tag and try to score, and saw it go up, and I'm like, well, here we go, and sent it, and it ended up working out for us.
Did Brock say anything to you before you started heading home?
I just said, get on your horse, get going. Yeah.
So as of right now, I mean, I hate to bring this up, but as of right now, since Bo McClintock got a steal, you were the only Sabre Dog without a steal. You gonna try to change that?
Absolutely. Yeah. Next time I'm in, first AB.
There you go. Awesome. So you don't get a plate or an at-bat technically, but you come in, you get the final run. So what's it like having these guys out here that are just so supporting of the team as a whole?
No, they're a bunch of great guys. Obviously, coming from Washington, everyone's from everywhere. Like there's guys from Texas, Florida, and how easy it was to just interact with them and become like pretty much good friends now and just great teammates. It's been a lot of fun.
Sabre Dogs win 6-5. I'm here with Jace Edwards. Got the winning run here this evening. Man, what a game. I mean, I'm still trying to collect my thoughts as well. I mean, what was running through your head throughout the game? Not necessarily during that play, but just throughout the game. What was your mentality? Like, do you ever have that feeling maybe I could go in?
Yeah, around the 7th inning, I was pretty back and forth, but Corey said get loose, you gotta keep your legs warm. Then what was it, the 10th final inning, 11th? Yeah. Finally got in. But yeah, I want to give a shout out to my buddy Chase. He came in, big dog, shut it down. He really did. Pitched a great game.
And Chase Grillo was excellent with 3 innings and got the win. Gosh, that was such a fantastic game. Great finish. Great job, man.
Yeah, thank
fantastic.
You.
Sabre Dogs win at 6-5. We'll be right back after these messages. Finish up here from Corbett Field.
Baseball is America's game. It brings people together, and there's nothing better for community than people coming together. Thank you, Sabre Dogs, for providing entertainment, a family-friendly environment, and good sportsmanship to our town. These simple moments, sharing time with loved ones, create everlasting memories, and will always be in the cheering section, rooting for the home team. First Western Bank and Trust, we're not just here for you, we are you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Forward Communication provides you an opportunity to get your message heard on radio stations all across the region. They have several syndicated radio reports you can partner on, including Ag Issues, which gives an agronomy perspective to regional agriculture, Outdoor Issues, which discusses North Dakota hunting and fishing, and Training Camp Today, which gives listeners an inside look at Minnesota Vikings training camp. Call Forward Communication at 720-0007. That's 720-0007. Attention Sabre Dogs fans, July 15th is the 2019 Expedition League Home Run Derby, brought to you by Visit Minot. Watch the best sluggers in the league duke it out for first place. Want to know where the best eateries are in town? Visit Minot.org. Want to find where the best hotels are? Visit Minot.org. Trying to find the perfect place to shop and see the latest events in Minot? You know the drill. Visit Minot.org. Visit Minot is a proud supporter of the Sabre Dogs and a sponsor of the 2019 Expedition League Home Run Derby. Check out visitminot.org today.
iHeartRadio.
910 AM KCJB is Minot's Heritage AM full-service information station, supported by the classic country favorites. KCJB listeners are ranchers and farmers and business owners. From egg reports and markets to compelling information, we are 910 AM KCJB, home of the Minnesota Twins, Minot State, and Minot High Sports. We are 910 AM KCJB, Minot's news and information station.
Once again, our final score here from Corbett Field, 6-5. Excuse me, Sabre Dogs win it in 11 innings, as Jace Edwards, the winning run. Luke Quick gets the winning RBI, and Chase Grillo gets the W with 3 innings of relief, pitched absolutely fantastically. So things started all the way back in the first inning. It was a leadoff double from Luke Quick. He was brought around by Chauncey Collier, who ended up with an RBI single and stole second and third. So they started out with a bang. However, the Whiskey Jacks retaliated with 4 runs of their own in the third and fourth innings. Things were not looking very good for the Sabre Dogs, and then they were able to get 1 run back in the fifth. While they trailed 5-1, they came back and cut it within 3. And then in the bottom of the sixth, things really changed for the better for the Sabre Dogs with 3 swings of the bat. First, it was a solo shot from Cruz Taylor, then a double from Chauncey Collier, followed up with the tying 2-run home run by Bo McClintock. And then it was a pitcher's duel for both teams. Matt Startwell, 3 innings pitched, 1 hit, 1 earned run. It was just one little foible. It was a solo shot on his first batter faced, and then he was able to retire his next 9 hitters. Pitched fantastically. Then Chase Grillo came in the clutch with runners in scoring position on multiple occasions, got out of every single jam with no earned runs and struck out 4 batters. Absolutely phenomenal performance from Chase. I'll get a word on from him and have an interview ready for tomorrow's broadcast. So be sure to tune in tomorrow. 7:05 will be the first pitch. We'll go on air at 6:50 as always. And that will do it from here at Corbett Field. This is Jared Sleppy signing off from 1390 KRRZ. Thanks for listening, everybody.